Welcome to the Tiger's Den. This is the voice of Cheryl, and I am Toothless Tiger. Tonight, I have a show that's very special to my heart, and it's about stopping harassment and bullying. Something that has been happening to me since August, at least August 21st, by none other than a gentleman that calls himself Mr. Skinny, and he has the Skinny Gang. And he makes every opportunity he can to talk about me, my family. He talks about my dead mother, who's been dead for 29 years. He speaks some of the most vile language. And I don't expect any less from him. What has been disappointing and disconcerting is the gang members that joined in and make all these videos about me and laugh and talk about me and call me messy. And I speak subliminals as if, all humans don't. I don't know. Perhaps they're not bright enough. I don't know. But I call them minions. I call them minions because they use the herd mentality and they just follow the leader blindlessly. All of this has been to cover up Southern Gotti's role in all of this debauchery. I spoke about the bifurcation of Kwame and Skinny. And of course, Kwame saw people in both chats and laughing and talking about him and another. And he said that we had to choose. Well, at that time, I didn't even comprehend that. I'm an adult. Hell, he can't tell me what to do. So I decided to go with Skinny. Skinny calls himself a slumlord. He's an opportunist. He'll do anything for money on YouTube. And it's funny to him. He has charged 2 of his gang members with killing me. I received a death threat text that has been reported to the Dallas Police Department, and we will be getting together on that. He said he can't wait till Rashida shoot my pacemaker out. I haven't heard her refute that, so I don't know if that's something that he's got her doing, she's planning on doing. And all of you Skinny followers can say, oh, she knows she's just playing. No, I don't know that. Number one, I'm in a protected class. I'm an Asiatic female, more American by bloodline. You all go by the name of Black, but Black is dead in the eyes of the law. And I am disabled. I have a plethora of disabilities. Some you can see, some you can't see. I am a person without a nationality, and therefore my nationality is at stake. But with me being a more American, I am who I am. My religious affiliation is Islam, not the creed, but the degree of knowledge. I, self-law, am master. I'm truly afraid for my life, but I'm afraid of no one. You see, my daddy taught me if you was born to burn, you ain't gonna drown. So if I was born for them to shoot and kill me, or for Straight Talk to come to my home, which he displayed on YouTube in the guise that I was doxing him. Number one, I don't even know what the fuck doxing is. I've heard about it, but I don't know about it. Number two, Armando called his name and an address without the number. He just called the street name. I didn't call anything. And then the vacant lot that I spoke of was Skinny's vacant lot in Chapin, South Carolina. And he said he moved in a brand new home in a year. When I looked up the address on Google Earth And I did look that up because we are going to federal court. So I need to have him served. It was a vacant lot, but I have the address. I didn't have anything to do with Straight Talk. He says he's a military trained special forces man. He says he has PTSD. He smokes weed every time he's on YouTube. I don't know when he's going to snap and want to kill me. He started out saying I lived by the Dallas Zoo. Rashida told him no, she lives by Roosevelt. The next day, my home and all of my information about my home is on YouTube. And it's funny to you all. Y'all really doing this for clicks, likes, and views? Because I've done nothing to none of you people. I've never been in an argument with any of you all, but now I see you all call me messy. And then the biggest problem you all say y'all have with me is that I speak in subliminals. Now, I don't know what that means. I know what subliminal means, but I don't know what that means. That's a reason for you to put my home on YouTube, because I speak in subliminals. And you say you're protecting yourself from who? Armando called your name. Stephen Ray Gordon. I didn't. Armando said you lived on Santa Barbara. I didn't. I didn't say anything about you. And then TY, you say I mentioned the crew. The crew. 3 men coming after me every day. And TY, let me tell you something about what you heard about me. You said that I like to drop the now I don't know. I made the video. It's mine to make. And I ain't never said I like to dislike it. I don't give a damn about you playing me coming out no shower and y'all laughing. Do you know that means nothing to me? But it's going to mean something to you. And you all keep talking about how, you all got these lawyers and what y'all going to do to me. And Miss Coco says she know I gave Armando her name. I've never given Armando her name. I had never spoken with Armando since the interview and the week that followed until this Friday. Armando never knew I was going to come in his chat, but Armando has been the only man with a channel that has stood up for my honor. Okay? Asatar has no channel. And he's been fighting for me every chance he gets. All of you people that called yourself liking me, loving me, whatever you call it on YouTube. I don't know what you call it. Oh, thank you, Sky. I love you. I love you. I'm fighting for us, Sky. I am. This shit ain't going to go on with me. Unless Rashida comes shoot me tonight. Or Straight Talk, because, Skinny say y'all surrounding my house. Y'all got Dallas on lock. Well, the police department does too. Now, I know Skinny is a felon. I know Coco brags on her felonies, and I should check her out and what her jacket looks like. I know Rashida beat a man in domestic violence with a bat. I know I've done none of that. This man said my son was a scammer. No, my son is no scammer. My son doesn't have a page that say hit me up for $1,000 an hour. That's not what my son do. My son's identity was stolen, and I have the letter from the Internal Revenue Service to prove it. You see, I don't know why all of y'all decided to get in this fight, and I really don't give a damn. But you picked the right one. I told y'all way back when, I do not fight like y'all. I never would have thought I'd have been in no shit like this. All I came to talk about is who we were before we were slaves. I came to tell you who you were. Rashida said, I ain't never read no shit about that in my history book. That's the problem, young lady. They didn't teach you who you were in your history book. And I offered, but you said I was boring. Okay, I'll be boring. I'll be whatever you need me to be. But there are some people out here that really want to hear about who we are. See, we are the heirs to the world's largest estate. And we don't even know that. We don't know real geography. We don't know real history. You know, they call the Renaissance period, the book burning period, the Dark Ages. They call it that for a reason, because they rewrote history. And they stole our identity and became us and made us them. That's what I try to show. I don't want you back in Kemet with the kings and the queens. I want you to be able to walk through this land, the one that belonged to us and they stole, and work through this system, those silent weapons that I keep telling y'all about. I didn't come here to be in the middle of no mess, but Skinny put me in the middle of some mess. Got him. Laugh and talk and wear a war paint, and I'm going to talk about it. She's got a game going on with the moderators. They get with these young gamers, and then they have them thinking that they like them. And then they have the guys sending them money, and then they ghost the guys. I ran into that by accident. I had no clue that that was going on. I ran into it by accident. Then you got people that say they for you, but they not for you. They laughing and talking about you. I've done nothing to brown-skinned lady, and I called her tender-eyed. I did that. She called me a big fat bitch. I never said she was scamming. I don't know what she's doing, but that's what she did. And we used to sit on a panel together. Skinny keep talking about Suge. Suge ain't responsible for Cheryl. Cheryl is. I don't hold nothing against Suge. If he holds something against me, then that's on him. But he's done nothing wrong to me. He's been nothing but kind to me. And I've been nothing but kind to him. Anything less than that, if he didn't feel the need to come and speak about what's going on, then I don't have a problem with it. I didn't call Asator and ask him to stand up for my honor. I wasn't even talking to Armando. I didn't ask him to stand up for my honor, but he did it. For whatever reason they did it, they did it. And for me to have to live in fear, 64 years old, with all the problems I have, and sir, I'm not broke. I'm not destitute. I'm not scamming and scheming. I asked right here in my Cash App like everybody else. This is a supplement for me, just like everybody else. I'm just not willing to do anything for money. So when I tell y'all I would do this for free, please believe me, I will, and I do every day. I'm helping somebody. I don't get paid. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm a learned woman because I read and I study. And then you say, oh, she can only get all these people in her chat when she's talking about Skinny. That's all she can do when she's talking about Skinny. Well, I beg the difference. Skinny got a water commercial and he didn't get but 12 views. Now, what happened with Skinny talking about Skinny? I don't have nothing to do with that. And I had no idea you people hated me and was treating me like this because of views, clicks, likes, cash apps, and numbers. Chase Banks said, fuck me. I throwed him in some shit. I didn't throw Chase in a goddamn thing. Whoever told him the story threw him in it. I've never called anybody name. And he's not the only person that gave and came and gave me $1 and $2 and $3. But I know specific people knew his name is what I used, and they told him, and Skinny said it out loud. So if he wants to believe that, that's on him. But all of them came in here smiling and grinning when I promoted them, and Skinny didn't promote a damn thing. Everybody I've promoted has turned on me. I was Annie and Grandma a couple of weeks ago. Now I'm this messy ass woman who keeps up shit. That's all she does. Okay, so what shit do she keep up? You know, she just messy. She just talking subliminals. Well, let me just go somewhere. See, last week, y'all really thought I was going to show the text between me and Miss Coco because she's made 5 videos about me. And, you know, all that big six talk she be doing sound real good and it's real tough. And I'm real afraid of her. Really am. Y'all just got to bear with me. Let me find my stuff. Because today, y'all going to learn today. I am who I say I am. I don't know who y'all are. But you best believe I am who I say I am. Where is my definitions today? Here's my definitions for today. Now, let me share my screen. I'm sorry I didn't say greetings to everybody, but I'm saying greetings to everybody now. I won't be saying greetings and salute and all that. I don't do the salute thing no more. I don't like the way that feels and the way it sounds. But I will say greetings, but I won't be doing it. If anybody give a Cash App or a super sticker or a super chat, just know I thank you. I won't be taking the time out because I have a lot to cover. And then I have some guests that's going to join me on the panel in a few minutes. But I got to do this right quick so you all can understand what this is all about. Last week, I did a timeline. You know, people keep saying, you ought to quit calling names. Everybody's name I've called my name first. I've never called a name without them calling my name first. Never. Now, they say that's the rule. I was told, see, because I don't know a lot about YouTube, but I do now. And going to write a book about it. Very interesting. This cyberbullying, no, it don't work with me. I've been bullied my whole life from the 1st to 6th grade. I go on public jobs. All I want to do is my job. I got to fight people because I'm doing my work and they bullshitting. And because they say I'm showing them up, then they wants to mess with me. I don't tolerate that. I taught my son better. Skinny called my mama pussy rotten. Who does that? My mom been dead 29 years. My family has to listen to that. My daddy and mama ain't shit. My brother fucked me, rubbing his dick between my legs. And y'all sit there and give Cash Apps and laugh at that shit. Well, I remember when he was talking shit like that about Queen Regina and Sister T. And you know how I justified it? You know, I justified being there because they were talking back to him and saying all kind of vile things to him. There's no justification. And I thank you again, Queen Regina, for accepting my apology. I never heard from Sister T, but if she never accepts my apology, I apologize to her as a woman, as an Asiatic woman and a mother and a wife and a sister and a daughter. I don't give a damn what she does and how it happened to her. Everybody say they want to be your friend and everybody say they want you to help them and they want to help you. But when you need help, nobody is around because nobody don't want the big bad wolf Skinny to say nothing. And he's probably streaming my live as he does, and they all sit over there and laugh and talk about me. People that I've done nothing to. We've never had a bad word. Skinny and I never had a bad word. But then he was on YouTube crying one day and said Damn D did nothing to him, and he just turned on him. He said he snaked him. I don't use that word because I see snake as a form of medicine. They see snake as death. We see two different things. So, no, I don't use that. But to think that you can do what you want to do to me and have me living in constant fear, my sister, I have nieces and nephews. I have everybody in my family that's subject to this bullshit. I don't know who might see this and want to avenge Skinny because they love Skinny because all y'all seem to love Skinny. And y'all love Skinny, and she can't do this to Skinny. I was so disappointed. Lazy Bone, one of my favorites, was over there laughing with Skinny and saluting Coco BX after she's sitting up here calling me all these bitches and hoes and what I've done, and I've done nothing to her. When just last week or two, she said, what happened, Toothless Tiger, after October the 11th? What happened? You happened. You made a video to Armando on October the 12th. And you said to Armando, you're trying to tell a grown man to apologize and to Toothless Tiger. And I'm like, damn, why did she say that? And then she's going to justify this by saying, if she had a problem with it, she should have come. There is no problem. It's just that I see you. See, I don't have to address everything, and I don't address y'all. People, don't go back and forth, Big Greg. Please, just leave it alone. You're not going to get nowhere with this. This is Section 8. Damn Section 8. Don't you know the government is recalling Section 8? I ain't done nothing to nobody in Section 8. And the laws aren't the same than they were back then. So all you big Section 8 people that want to be a part of what's happening to me, I see you too in the Northern District of Texas Federal Court. Why she keep talking about paperwork? Why she keep talking about paperwork? Why she ain't done it? Wait for it. I guarantee you it's coming, whether I'm dead or not. Retro, I seen you laughing and talking about me, yesterday, my fat ass and stuff. I thought that was very, very disheartening. No, Chase was not here when I did it. Chase was here when I told him what I said. Chase want to believe what he want to, and you can't speak for Chase. That's been y'all problem. You grown-ass men speaking for other grown-ass men, and you don't know what you're talking about. But I can tell you about me. It ain't no two ways about me. Y'all got me down as messy all of a sudden. Two-faced it all of a sudden. All of this y'all say. No, sir. I can tell you what I said. When Chase came in here, I was talking directly to him. I was not talking at him. I was not talking to anybody else. I was explaining to him what I said. He won't accept it like he took it. That's on Chase. But I said nothing bad about Chase. And Chase wasn't the only person that does what he does. And Skinny Chat ain't the only chat that this shit happen in. So for you to hear me say something and you make it about you, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing, what I'm saying. See, my brother taught me something. He said, you really messing up the game because, see, you in here talking about you ain't doing it for the money. But all these people is about the money. And like I said, I'm not doing it for the money, but if you're going to give a cash out, I will receive it. It supplements my income. But for this nigga to be on here talking about I'm broke and I got on here to scam people, this is that straight talk guy. The one I ain't said nothing about, who put 1443 Monreal on the map. Yeah, he did that. Shirley. Now, I don't go by Shirley. Really, that's very disrespectful. I hate for anybody to call me Shirley. My name is Cheryl. Cheryl Yvette Jernigan. That Cheryl Fletcher Gmail you talking about, that don't belong to me, sir. I don't know who fucking Gmail that is, but I was once married to a Fletcher. And I divorced him and took the honor of my daddy's name back. I've done nothing to you. Nothing. I didn't talk about you. Well, she mentioned the crew. How silly and elementary of y'all. I can also say this is all about numbers, and the crew put together don't get as much views on one video that I get by myself. But see, to me, that didn't mean nothing. I didn't know nothing about that. It wasn't until I was shown. That's what this is about. This is content for y'all. This is a joke for y'all. This is my motherfucking life. It ain't nothing funny about it. I haven't done none of this to none of y'all. I haven't said none of this about none of y'all. But this is how y'all treat me, because Skinny thinking that I done discovered something about him. And he decided to make me public enemy number one. And then everybody and their mama, let me go with my definitions if I might. The definition of mess, I couldn't get it the way y'all wanted it, mess. But it's a disagreeable mixture of confusion of things. Hence, a situation resulting blundering or from misunderstanding or disorder. Herd behavior. I call y'all herd mentality. Animal husbandry training. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not really reading the chat. So if y'all asking me something or saying something, then maybe one of them will call me and let me know if I need to respond to something. But right now, I'm just on one, and let me just do my thing if y'all don't mind. Herd mentality in sociology. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. And as I say, reading is fundamental. And that's what I wanted to get our people back to reading again. I promoted Uncle Suge's book. Well, nobody interested in the damn book. Now Skinny talking about, well, you better watch it, Suge, because when she get mad at you, she gonna say how many books she bought and what she gave you. Suge ain't got nothing to do with this, but they keep throwing his name in it. Just throwing it. You know, after a while, he gonna be wondering with shit. Am I trying to start shit with him? Hell to the no. Suge's a much mature acting young man, but we all don't know each other. I go by the character that you show me. I allow you to be yourself, and I accept you for exactly who you are. I accept the Skinny for being not shit, a slumlord. I never thought I would be in this place with him. And y'all over there laughing and bullshit. Supernova vacation. Apparently she can't count. I gave Skinny $722.33. How they want to disperse that is up to them. How he want to say it's broken down is up to him. And then I got people on here, all them things she showed wasn't even Skinny. Well, he said he can go on his phone and go to his YouTube studio and go to YouTube and pull it up. He can go to his Cash App. He can show the same stuff I showed. He got it. He say. But let's go on with herd behavior, sociology. The tendency of a group of individuals, a herd, to react coherently without there being any coordination between them. That's the herd mentality. Now we get to the psychology of the word subliminal, since now that seems to be synonymous with Cheryl. You know, she speak all those subliminals. Now, anybody knows if it's subliminal, then I didn't put a tag on it, so I couldn't be talking to you unless you feel convicted by whatever I'm talking about, unless it hits you. But, you know, Miss Coco said that everybody told her, because she know, and I know, she the only one that used, I'll be with you till the wheels fall off. Well, I use that terminology. I also use 4 flat tires. I mean, we all metaphorically use vessels. We're going to either use an automobile, you know, in the penitentiary. That's where y'all got it from, and that's where we got it from, because that's where most slogans come from, the penitentiary. That's y'all culture. I understand that. And I've been to the penitentiary probably as long as you have, but I was visiting the penitentiary. I toured the penitentiary with the warden and the state representative. I ate in the child hall as a guest. I didn't go as a prisoner. So I understand the penitentiary. I seen your bunks. I seen the Sally Port. I seen the day room. I saw the showers. I know how all that looked because I was invited into the penitentiary, not because I was sent to the penitentiary. Make no mistake about it. You talk about your jacket and I need to lift you up all the way. I've never looked you up. I had no reason. I've looked up nobody but one person, and one person only. And that was Charles, the one who loved to talk about Cheryl and her dead mama and her no good ass brother and her gay ass son who's not gay. That's my target. That's who I'm dealing with, and all y'all gonna be included with him because there was no need. Lady DJ, I just can't believe her. As much as respect I had for her, calling me all them bitches, talking about we coming after Mr. Skinny. Apparently she don't know this story. I've done nothing to Lady DJ, Mr. Skinny, and no damn body else, but gave them my support, my shout outs, put them on my community board, supported them financially, gave them likes, even if I didn't look at their shit. I did that. But loyalty, honesty, truth, Integrity means nothing. And everybody say, this YouTube. Lonnie Love, I've done nothing to her. She's joining in the conversation, laughing, and it's funny. The only thing I know, and I told this several times, and I apologized even to her when I was on Random's panel, and she was back and forth with Armando before Skinny put the numbers on my page and said it was Armando, before that happened. And I have to assume that. And there's nothing wrong with an assumption. But I have to assume that because that's his mode of apparatus. He's done that to another guy here on YouTube. Gotti said he bought numbers. I don't know if he bought subscribers or not, but that's what she alluded to. She hoped he didn't get in trouble for it. I ain't said none of the stuff we said. I hate a nigga that get mad at you and tell everything they know. No, I ain't told everything, sir. So just like she's telling you shit about me, and she got shit on me because I've sent her pictures of my cousins who are doctors. I've sent her pictures of my nieces and nephews. I've talked to her about my family, my daughter, her 7 children, the back and forth with she and the baby's daddies. We've had real conversations. I thought we were friends. But I realized when she told me, when she contacted me and said she was sent, I realized you sent her. Mac K, the one I love the most, the Scorpio, the one I gave all the benefit of the doubt, sat on a panel the other day and outright and lied and said that I would send shit back and forth to him because I wasn't pleased with it. That is a damn lie. Twice I know of, I sent something back to him asking him to change a color, and it wasn't my request, and I told him that. It was my guest request, and then a name. My guest asked me to change a name from counselor to advocate because she's not a counselor. And in NA, they live by the traditions. They have morals and values. Matt K said he was different, and we had a different relationship. But, well, he and Skinny both called me Ma. And he did tell me that Skinny never snaked him. He's the only one who hasn't. And I told y'all, I understood if his allegiance was to Skinny. I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't have a problem with that at all. Our relationship was separate. But he sat on a stage and listened to people talk about me. But he didn't have nothing to say when Skinny called me a child predator. He had nothing to say publicly. A child predator. And Skinny gets on this thing and say it quite often, grinning, laughing, happy. I've never been convicted of anything. I've never been accused of the horrendous and heinous shit that he's putting with my name. Never in a million years would I have thought my name would be associated. And I don't know what's on this damn TV, so let me cut it off. Because if somebody say I'm showing they shit, and I ain't showing shit. I'm doing me. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. No, I don't, but I have to refute what's being said about me. What you think of me is none of my business. What I think of me is everything. I've lived this life fairly, as integral as I can, as honestly as I can. Made a lot of mistakes along the way. Learned from some of them, repeated some. I've done that. I'm human too. As Gotti say, I'm an imperfect being. Imperfect. Imperfect. With ulterior motives she is. My son asked me who sent her. I cussed my son out talking about the damn ancestors. And I'll be damned if it wasn't Skinny who sent her, who sent Matt K, who sent Random. Random on there talking about he was just disappointed because she disparaged my friend's good name. Now, if he's doing the work for you and you don't send him the work, how he going to keep doing it for you? But if I last talked to you And you know what Skinny was doing because you said you talked to him. And you tell me you're going to call me. You disappeared for 3 or 4 days after you said you was going to be on my show. I told you we don't even have to talk about none of this. I love his work and I love what he does. He has a fascinating life. I said you could just talk about that. We don't even have to talk about none of that. And he told me he had some things to do for his wife. But for Toothless, she said that he could go on and be on the show. I told him no, she's much more important than YouTube. Let's do it tomorrow. And when I didn't hear from him for 3 days, that's very unusual. We talk almost every other day. Almost every other day. And have fun. We did. I thought it was genuine. They say you can't meet real people. I don't believe that. All of us are real people, and all of us have life issues. And most of us been taught with some degree of decency. Most of us. Some of us had some very hard lives. Very, very sad. But as we grow and we get help, for those of us that get help, we move forward. And we do what we do. Then we start families, and we have to teach them. We have to teach them. Subliminal, adjective, psychology of a stimuli or a mental process below the threshold of sensation or consciousness, perceived by or affecting someone's mind without their being aware of it. Subliminal messages are defined as signals below the absolute threshold, level, ATL, of our conscious awareness. The word subliminal literally means below threshold. The subliminal elements of creating a good atmosphere and product personality are keys to making a lasting, favorable impression with your target market. What is a subliminal message in psychology? A subliminal message, also called a hidden message, is one that's designed to pass below the normal limits of perception. They're inaudible to the conscious mind, but audible to the unconscious or deeper mind. One of the most popular examples of subliminal messages are messages played during sleep. What are 3 types of subliminal messages? Subliminally presented stimuli, subliminal perception, and subliminal processing. Bear with me here, don't show itself, but just bear with me. Or should I say ma? Ma. Ma done turned into a big fat hippo, the human hippo. Oh, they laugh. Oh, it's funny. Coming out the shower. I'm in a 5-star hotel, and these damn fools talking about it's mold on the wall. That's called backsplash. Very expensive, but they say that's mold. I'm in a $600 a night suite, but they say I'm in dire straits, and I'm on YouTube begging y'all for money to pay my bills. Well, I'm messed up then, because shit, I don't get that much money. So ain't no way in the hell y'all paying my bills. And then he said I had a lien on my home. There is no lien on my home with Dallas County. So anywhere else there's a lien, I don't know what he's talking about. But it really did, I mean, he was suggesting everybody go look for themselves. Yeah, Big Shirley. Big Shirley, ain't that you, Big Shirley? Big Shirley. Big Shirley. I don't know who she is, but Shirley Yvette ain't done nothing to this man. Why is subliminal important to psychology? Subliminal messages have distinct impacts on people's thoughts and behavior. Subliminal messages can change a person's current mood, boost their motivation, and can even alter their political attitudes. It is well known that subliminal information could influence people's decision making, like who they vote for. What is a subliminal message in social media? Subliminal messaging is a technique used to influence people without them realizing it. It employs visual or auditory stimuli to heighten a message or persuasiveness. In short, a subliminal message is a hidden message that the brain picks up without you realizing it. So they said, this is why they mad at me, because I talk in subliminals and because I'm messy. Now, I didn't get to be this, or maybe I was this and they just didn't let me know this before Skinny decided in August 21st, to be exact, to go make a video and say that I was out of my mind because I hollered at him, which I did not holler at him. He came in my chat disrespectful, and I guess because he said, acknowledge me, he's somebody's God, but he's not mine. He's not mine. Never was, never will be. When he gave the no apology, is what I call it, to me, at the behest of Gil Sr., and I'm going to say Mr. Gilbert Arenas Sr., a man who I do not know, but he believed in what I was doing and my work. And he honored my request. I made a public plea. He honored that. And for that reason, I accepted that no apology. And all of his men felt that he really did something for me and to me. It is really sad. Really, really sad how grown people say they have children and spouses come on this YouTube and terrorize women such as myself. And there are no men who say they love us and call us Annie that would stand up to the big bad crooked leg wolf who walks like he can't walk, but he say I'm a weeble and wobble. And that's one of my favorite sayings for my damn self. Weebles, they wobble, but they don't fall down. My mom and daddy taught me that you can bend and you can fold, but don't break. You see, I got some staying power because I have a foundation. I have a family that love me, even my oldest brother, the one that I told him about that molested me, the one that I gave him the detail for him to use now and make it a mockery. And you all sit there and laugh and look, because y'all looking at me now. He's probably streaming me and giving y'all instructions, telling y'all to come over here and tell me what to do. Call me a lie. Oh, he said he's going to flag me and flag me. Flag me. Flag me. You see, I didn't know nothing about flagging, and I didn't even want to flag. But you'll see the evidence when it's time. As bad as all of y'all are, you'll see. Now let me go on to some more important stuff. I just wanted to give y'all that definition. I want to just do this right quick, and then I'm going to bring my guest up. I want to take y'all back to Miss Coco BX, who says, what changed between October the 11th and today when she made that video about me? And by the way, the little video she made, I was responding to her text. I printed this for it to come down, but I don't see it here. So I'm not going to spend all my time trying to find it. But this is the beginning of the conversation. She said in her video that I contacted her. And she said what she said to me. They were intending for me to play that so they can further discredit me. You know, I told y'all, how do you create the perfect murder, or how do you create do the perfect murder, or whatever that story was, that movie. And this one is, how do you destroy a content creator? First, you discredit them, and you get everybody saying they're messy and they talk in subliminals. Those are the two things that these people said that I've done to them. To all of them. They didn't say just one of them. I've done this to all of them. This is why they hate me today and don't like me today. But they said, I talk in subliminals. That's why they don't like me. And I'm messy. Okay. All right, whatever y'all say. But this is where it starts. She said I gave Armando her name. I never gave Armando her name, but you see her initials. It's DC. And this is what it said. It has been brought to my attention that you were subliminally addressing me in your live videos. So I am giving you this opportunity, she says. Hold on, it's going dark. I am giving you this opportunity to get it right. This opportunity right now to clear it up. And I'm like, damn, I don't like the tone of that damn email. I mean, text. I don't like the way that sounds. So let me see if I can find the beginning. No, that's the ending of the one I want to show y'all. That's not it. Let me find it. It's in here. I got it. Trust me, I got it. Now, she did a whole video about me telling them that she told me this and she told me that, and I know she said this, and I know she said that, and I know, and she told me that she was at the credit union when I called. She told them her son is what she told me. She was taking care of her son. Then I repeated what she said was a lie. And then now she said I doxed her son. Then she called her son 6 years old, which I didn't know his name or age. Then she said that he was autistic, and I didn't know that either. So how in the hell would I know all of this from a casual conversation if you said you were helping your son? Maybe people know that, but Cheryl didn't. But it's okay. So let me just share this with y'all. They wanted me to share it last week so they could call me the sharing everything woman. Well, I believe in evidence. I really do. That's the only way things work in this world. You must have documented proof. If it's not documented, internet, YouTube gang, and he's currently doing time in prison. And so are his followers. I think people ought to really quit playing the YouTube game right now and just listen to the truth of the matter. A lot of y'all, this don't mean shit to y'all, and this is not entertainment, and this is entertainment, but this is my real life. It's nothing funny about it. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I turned my back on nobody. I never had a bad word with any of these people that turned against me. And that's what it is. It's 11 people coming at me in the name of Mr. Skinny. But Mr. Skinny is supposed to be the big bad wolf. I think he may be the big impotent wolf. No, you're a lie. They were not trying to stay out of it. Coco Box had no reason to put herself in it. Matt Ken, I know. So you can't tell me my story, ma'am, sir. That is a lie. And if you just heard what I just said and you come to that conclusion, you have that right. But that is a lie. It ain't no stay out of it. Everybody I told you mentioned me before I ever mentioned them. So there's no way you can convince me they wanted to stay out of it. Now, if you want to stay out of it, then you might need to stay out of it because you'll be in the chat too. But this is real life for me. This is no joke. This is no play. This is no threat. This is a fact, and it's a promise. And if I should die tonight, or if one of his people come kill me like he keep telling them to do, then trust me, I have family and I have a son. And they will take care of this for wrongful death through the court system. Trust me, they will. We're not killers. We don't play games. I don't play with people's lives. If you did not hear what I said, you better go back and do the playback. So you're not going to victimize me for something that I didn't do. These people had nothing to do with this. Nothing. And then all this, if it don't go her way, she gets mad, she gets angry. That has nothing to do with this. These people attacked me for no reason. Now, you don't come with respect and you're not being honest. Coco put herself in this. She made a video October the 12th and mentioned my name. Very ugly tone, talking about Armando didn't apologize to her. Armando not apologizing to her had nothing to do with me. After she made that video on the 12th of October, I didn't hear from her again until she sent me a text talking to me like I was 2, saying what she heard. Not that she went and looked. She heard, then she went and looked. So she was already swayed. Then in the middle of me responding to her, she made a video to me. Then that night she went and made a video about me. So you have one more time to express something that you say. And if it sounds like that, then you can go on. Anybody who don't want to be a member of my group that's a member, please unsubscribe. Anybody. I really don't want you either. I am about uplifting people and not about destroying people. Hi, Ass.
Greetings, Tootless. Greetings. Ignore that common sense, Secretary of Common Sense. That's a skinny crony that's just here to distract us.
Yeah, y'all block that person. Block it. Block common sense. Let him go over there and talk to Skinny about this.
No, he was earlier in TY and Southside chat talking that mess. That these people are not here to understand anything. They're just here to distract you, get you off your game.
Oh yeah, they can't do that. Come on now, As, tell us what you think about what's going on. And
I've been dealing, I've been in this with you for a week or so now, or longer actually. It's really frustrating. It's actually heartbreaking.
Yes.
You realize first you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they don't know. They don't know the severity of it. Maybe they didn't hear it. Sometimes things happen where I missed. You know what I mean, in the chats. But once you realize that people know exactly what's going on, right? And they're just sitting by and not saying anything or doing anything. That's the heartbreaking part. That's like there's no humanity. Remember I asked you the other time we were on, what's worse, the person doing it or the people in the chat sitting there and letting it happen?
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the people in the chat letting it happen, because the person doing it is one person, right?
Yeah.
They could be messed up in the head, but the people in the chat is a bunch of people. All it takes is one person to maybe speak up, and then now 2 people speak up. But that's the problem. If they speak up, they see what's happening to you and I and whoever else ever dared to go against them, and that is their assumption that we went against them.
Yeah.
I didn't even go against them. Neither did you. But the same people in the chat, they're afraid. They're afraid to speak up. They'll be ostracized. They'll be the next one on that. They like to say summer jam screen.
The worst part about it is that one of them are going to be, because that's his MO.
Oh, absolutely. Once, let's say they get rid of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kwame's moved on doing whatever he's doing. So now what? Who's going to be the next? Who's going to be the next person that they fabricate and go after? It's gonna be one of them. It might be Miss Coco. You're Skinny Gang today and the enemy tomorrow. It all depends on what side of the pillow Skinny wakes up on.
Yep. We have Ryan joined us. Hi, Ryan.
Hey, Toothless Tiger. What's going on, Asatar?
How are you, bro? How are you, bro?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, Ryan, would you like to add to the conversation?
I was trying to get my stream y'all right, so I'm not sure where y'all left off, but I'm just a viewer, you know what I mean? I'm not a content creator, but I am, I see the shit that's going on and I don't think it's right. Like, and I always like to hold that mirror up to myself. Like, I can't take a stance on something when I can't prove it one way or the other. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go along with something just because of my affiliations. It's like all these other people, they just going along because of, the incentive and shit, like just that group shit.
Yeah,
Whatever
it's
that
really
incentive
sad.
may be, I don't know.
And then Skinny say some of the most outlandish and vile things. It's it's really disheartening, like you said. It's very disheartening that and they would sit there and just donate talking about make the haters mad. What haters?
Mm-hmm.
To him talk about me and the way he's describing what happened to me. Anything he says is something that I've told him. When Sky confided in him, and then he come back, I ain't got nothing to do with your daddy fucking you in the ass. I mean, just so grotesque and hurtful. And people actually, they just start donating.
When when is when is it when is enough going to be enough? I'm talking to the people in the chat. If if this hasn't been enough, right? If what's going on with Toothless is not enough, if what you saw about him talking about pissing on Kwame's mama's grave is not enough, the wishing the death on multiple people is not enough, what is going to be enough? When somebody actually dies and he goes up there and brags about it, would that be enough?
What I don't like is that there's people in certain chats who are all righteous and shit, and then you be in that chat or other chats and you just for all the fuckery. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Kwame didn't say a lot of things right, but he did say this one right, bro. It's really about who we like, man.
Mm-hmm.
That really is true. And it doesn't matter till it matters. This is
I express
I'm
this. Oh, I'm
quoting
sorry. That's right.
Random's grandpa. It doesn't matter till it matters. That's a great saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't agree or might not agree with this, but I don't believe Kwame said anything about skinny kids.
He didn't.
He did it. Just like Toothless didn't say nothing about his kids. This is what she said, bro. This is what she said. He was sitting in somewhat of an empty garage, right? And she said, I don't even see any children's bikes or anything.
Yeah, I heard that.
All she said, and he turned that around, is because now she's talking about his kids. Because of that, he's now able to call her a child predator.
Yeah, I caught that.
Listen to the logic. Listen to the leaps. Listen to the leaps they're making, bro. He's making.
They
And then
accused
Coco said that
Kwame
I talked
followers.
about her son.
You
And
said
then
what?
she went on to describe, she said I doxed her son. She went on to describe it was a son. I don't know who it was. She the one said that she told me it was a child. But clearly in the text, she said she was in the credit union. I didn't know nothing about no child until she said it in the video. And then she went on to tell he's 6 years old. And the truth, you're so right about it. It is a form of brainwashing the people to donate. And he mastered that. And they're mastering this story by spinning the narrative. That's another thing Kwame said people love to do. Spin the narrative. I said nothing about her child. She spoke of her child and told he was 6 and he had autism. I knew none of that.
There was outrage when Southern Gotti supposedly couldn't work and all that shit because Kwame had her so scared. But here it is, they doing the same shit to you. You know what I mean? Doxing you, putting your information out there, making these threats or whatever. It's just like Like, I don't know, man. I'm just tired of this shit.
Bro, they made
With
a
Southern Gotti being threatened and shit, I ended up giving her $831,
And
helping
that's
her
what
with
I'm
her
saying.
bills.
Like, all these people have nothing to do with that. That's something between you and her. She agreed to pay you back. So obviously, we know that you gave her the money. But now it's easier to just say, you know what, fuck that. I'm gonna stir up some bullshit so I ain't gotta pay her back. And I could
Yep,
keep my allegiance to old boy.
yep. That's exactly what happened. Because they keep her out of it. Skinny love to talk about Southern Gotti. You should have took her for $1,000. You should have took all the money. You know, it's really funny. I asked neither one of them for anything back. They both said what they were going to do. It was between just us. Until, as said a moment ago, it wasn't. When they started lying on me and telling people to unsubscribe to me because of
bro,
what reason?
the same people, brown skinned lady, right? That was all up in arms about her supposed Queen Regina calling her daughter's name, right? All the same people up in arms about Southern Gotti couldn't work are the same people rooting. Skinny made a video today, egging on, telling Southside, yeah, send those videos to Grant High School so they can see what Ash is doing. By the way, I'm not doing nothing. They have no videos. If they had videos, bro, they'd be playing it left and right. If they had actual videos of me saying these things that they're claiming, man, brother, they would be playing the left and right. But that's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is they're trying to get me fired from a volunteered job. I'm volunteering to coach inner city kids, bro. I'm coaching inner city kids. I'm giving up my time to coach inner city kids, and they're trying to get me fired. The same people crying about the things that were going on to their people, right? Southern Gotti, brown skin lady, or anything else. Oh, you guys doxed me. Talking about getting me fired from a job that I'm volunteering at.
Welcome, Armando.
Salute,
Hey, bro, what's up? Salute,
salute,
bro.
What's going on, Mondo?
salute, Ryan. Salute, Essetar. Salute, brothers. How's it going this evening?
Going all right.
It's going okay.
Um, I caught the tail end of when you was actually speaking on how Coco got involved,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to tell everyone in the chat and everyone that's goes watching and listening. This woman has a history of inserting herself in people's business that doesn't have anything to do with her. Okay, it goes back to when her brother was beefing with Lonnie. Tough Love had a nasty beef going on with Lonnie. It was between them two. She inserted herself in the beef, and Lonnie lit her up. Lonnie pretty much put her in for business out there, and Lonnie didn't dox her. With this woman, nobody doxes this woman. Let me tell you what this woman does. Toothless.
Stop 1 second for me, Armando. Just one
Okay,
second.
okay,
Troutman transport. Yes, that's correct. That's what it's all about. Okay, go ahead.
okay. What she basically does is she gets up on these panels and she just discloses information that she shouldn't disclose. Now, some things, some information you just don't put out there about yourself. Some information is just not for the public. Okay, because look, this is YouTube. This is social media. Okay, if you make an enemy, or if someone is a hater or you piss them off or whatever, they can come back and use it against you. Okay, a lot of information that she puts out there, and then when something go down, when some shit goes down, she basically want to say, well, you dox me, you dox this, trying to make it seem like you're putting the information out there. Well, she put this information, everything that we know about this woman, it was put out months ago by her. She also sits on Facebook and makes videos, go live, makes videos and tell all of her business, all of her family's business. You know, if anybody
I know
want to
none of
know,
that.
yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing, Toothless. Most of us that are YouTubers or that's active on YouTube, we also have Facebook accounts. So the thing is, if you don't want your business out there, don't go getting in front of cameras telling all of your business. You know, I've been knew her name. I knew her name. I've been knowing her name since April because she sat up on a panel and told the world and everybody in my chat and everybody when she hopped up on my panel out of nowhere. I didn't know who the hell she was. She hopped up on my panel and started talking about what what Lonnie did to her brother and what Lonnie said about her. And I was like, I didn't know who she was until, you know, some of the other skinny hotties that were on the panel kind of like, you know, was like introduced us and all. Okay, all right. And then she started going in on what Lonnie was saying about her and her brother. But right now, her and Lonnie are supposed to be BFFs.
Yeah, she said I told you her name, but I didn't tell her. You know, we didn't talk until Friday.
She
Says
told
I hung
everybody.
up on you way back when.
She told the whole world her name months ago. She sits up on panels and tells her business. This is when she was on her sympathy tour. Back when Lonnie pretty much aired out her brother, she jumped in it, and then Lonnie aired out her business. And then then Coco Bot started going from panel to panel to panel on a sympathy tour, telling everybody her business and what was going on between Lonnie, her brother, and her. So that's how that
Well,
went.
when I was on your show 2 days ago, do you recall when you told Straight Talk's name and his street that I was doxing him and looking him up? Do you recall any of that?
You wasn't saying nothing. You was laid back in your chair puffing on your cigarette.
You got it.
You wasn't saying nothing. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mind replaying that video. When I do my next morning show, which will be Tuesday morning, I will replay that. That was last Thursday, correct, Toothless? That was last Thursday.
I believe it was Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it was Thursday.
Yeah, I will replay that. I will replay that. Because if he's trying to say that you put the information out there, he's a liar.
Well, that's what he said. And he said when I said that about the empty lot and then it's a house on it, but I wasn't talking about him. Again, the person I was talking to knew exactly who I was talking to. And that's probably why he had him to do what he did. Or maybe he did it on his own. I don't know. I wasn't privy to their conversation. So I don't know the operation of their minds. But I don't know why he would dox me and put all of my information out there and false lying information and information calling my son a scammer. Because Skinny called my son a scammer. He said my son has a business, a page that said hit him up if you want to make $1,000 a day. My son worked too hard to have time to do some shit like that. He has a master's degree in business administration. He doesn't do the Forex and the Bitcoin. And for all of those that do, we're happy for y'all. But that's nothing we do. My son doesn't gamble, drink, or smoke. He's not gay. He has no children and no wife. And he lives a pretty decent life. But I don't understand how Skinny deciding to get mad at me for whatever reason. And that's something that nobody has asked that question, because he changed the reason every other week. You know, first it was just because I hollered at him when he came in my chat from your chat, talking about, you said that I had recorded you without permission.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you what's actually his motive. Okay.
Okay.
It's about clicks and views. He needs a new adversary. It's obvious that Kwame is not paying him any attention. Okay. He's not paying him any attention. Another content creator that would be a good adversary for him, he's afraid of and don't want to smoke. I won't call that content creator's name. But he won't dare go at that content creator because he's afraid of that content creator. All right.
Okay.
So therefore, you in order to keep his channel popping and to keep the numbers going, he needs an adversary. Okay. So what better person than the next person that's kind of hot, that's popping right now? You're monetized. You're in the big leagues.
Okay.
When you became monetized, you welcome to the big leagues. So right, I mean, you're popping. You're hot right now. So
Okay.
therefore, he needs a new villain to create. He needs to create a new rival. And I guess you and me are that new rival. Because if it was Kwame, but Kwame is not paying him any attention. And it's like, it's not a good look when you're making videos about someone and they're not responding back to you. You start looking, you start looking crazy to everyone that's watching. So therefore, all right. So he's like, well, damn, you know, Kwame ain't responding back. Tom ain't around. You know, the we the people done kind of split up. So I gotta find a new rival. I gotta manufacture a new beef. I gotta manufacture a new beef with a content creator or some content creators. So it would look funny if he just manufacture a new beef with just you and you alone. So it has to be kind of a combination of me and you, because me and you together combined would create the perfect adversary for him.
Okay.
So that's what it's about. It's business. It ain't personal. It might be personal now with me and him, but in the beginning it was all business. It was about clicks, views, donations, money. It's about getting the number, keeping the numbers pumping, because the Kwame gravy train is gone. It done pulled out the station. Kwame is not doing any more videos on him. Kwame is not paying him any attention. Kwame has left this man in the dust, looking silly. So now he has to manufacture a new beef.
Okay.
With some new blood, and me and you are the new blood. That's what it's all about. We were
That
targeted.
makes sense. That makes sense, because he's been making videos about me every day. I don't respond to them. I only have to come out here and say something again when they make a false claim against me that could be potentially dangerous, such as I'm a child predator. That within itself is too much, because I realize that I am a public figure now, an influencer. I didn't know anything about numbers and all of that kind of stuff, and I don't get a lot of cash apps and donations and stuff like that, and that's fine, good and well. I show up every Sunday, every Tuesday, and do what I do. Right now, they're stopping me from actually doing my Tuesday show because I can't afford to bring a professional to my show on a Tuesday, and I don't have to pay for them. It's to help them be noticed by the world, but I wouldn't want to subject anybody to what has just happened to me with the doxing thing. So now I can say I professionally made it because I am now one that has been doxed for no apparent reason. So much so he kept my house up there, calling my address out, calling it out. Skinny says that he and Rashida, meaning straight talking Rashida, got me on lock. I can't even walk out of my house, even though I can't wobble no way. But then where I go in Dallas, they surrounding my house. I don't know what all of that means, but with the Dallas Police Department, we'll find out. It's just really sad that they think this is like clicks and views when they're actually destroying people's lives. And someone as, I would have to call it, as stupid as the common sense would come up and say that Matt K and Coco was trying to stay out of it, but they're part of panels talking about me. And I've said nothing about these people. And then they tell me, you keep calling names. I heard Lady DJ say that. And Lady DJ called me so many bitches, I just never would have even dreamt that she'd have done that. normally she's in here saying respect,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that she's a skinny girl, so I'm just shocked that she did that. And
She's not a skinny hot. She's a skinny mascot. She's a
okay,
mascot.
okay. And I want to say, Exoli, I have to agree with you. But and I say that evil can only prevail when good men do nothing. And all these people have children, and they say they have morals and values, and they go to work every day. And I know we have to fight this, system. And then they come here, they say for entertainment, and then they see a man, a broken man. I believe he wants someone to kill him. You know how they say death by suicide, death by cop.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think he say all this outlandish stuff because maybe something's wrong with him and he can't take it. But it is just no way that no man in his right mind that love his mother, his wife, and his daughter would keep talking about my hold and how rotten my pussy is, and keep talking about my mama and her pussy. I don't even use those words, but those are words that he used, as if he's saying something great. But it's no way he can love women of any manner the way he performs on this YouTube. That can't just be about like, clicks, and views. It has to be something that he would try to invoke something in people that would do something to him. But we don't do stuff to people like that. They have a system that handles stuff like that. And with them doing the things that they've done, and he's telling people, I didn't read the death threat that I got the other day from somebody. I don't know who sent it, but it came to my phone, and it's somebody who knows all about this stuff, because it reads, I got it Friday at 3:07 p.m. And it says, hey, you dirty, filthy bitch. Rashida's going to kill you, you ugly, messy bitch. Armando can't save you. Your gay son can't save you. You talk about kids, people's families. Now you've gone too far. You ain't shit in Dallas but a messy old broke bitch in debt. You a dead bitch walking. Now all these people laughing and donating to make the haters mad can't believe that anything I've done, which I don't know nothing I've done, and nobody has told me nothing I've done, anything I've done would cause somebody to send me this kind of text and to do the things that I have 11 grown people making videos about me simultaneously daily, and think it's funny. And then they're talking about you and I are teaming up like this is a YouTube play. And we hadn't spoken before Friday in I don't know how long.
These people have been doing panels together. Like, I've never seen the crew where it's just one of them up on the panel by themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can't do anything without one holding the other by the balls. You know what I'm saying? They can't go any chat by themselves. Same thing with Matt K and Random. It's just, listen, for the notion that we have to team up with anyone or whatever. Before everything popped off between you and Skinny, I've been like Rambo out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I've been going. I was the month of September. I was going against the entire gang, the entire Skinny gang, by myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, because one thing about it is, and people that's like watching, and they email me, they ask me like, man, how do you do it? I'm like, man, listen, going against a group of cowards, yeah, it can be time consuming. It could take a little toll out of you, but it's not that hard. They are all cowards. They are all cowards, because 99.9% of the time that I go live, I drop my link. Ever since Skinny, you know, he was firing shots at me, and then I finally fired the shot at him, and I'll never forget. It was a Saturday. I went live twice that day, and I dropped my link for him. I've been dropped all the entire month of October. I dropped my link for him. This man refuses to get on a panel with me one-on-one and talk to me like a man. Okay, he'd rather go to his channel and do all of this childish little boy fuckery instead of getting on a panel with me and going one-on-one with me. I mean, dude, you set up many nights. He set up on a panel claiming to be the best at this, claiming that he was the head of the table, claiming that he was the big bad wolf of YouTube. Damn, what happened? The wolf turned into a poodle? What happened, bro?
He won't say nothing to you.
You know, he won't say nothing to me. He's sending like 20 other niggas at me. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say something. Straight talk. Everything you did, doxing me, everything you did, brother, it's already been done. Now, I'm not going to go in hard tonight because I'm going to respect your platform, Toothless. I'm going to leave that to you to go hard. But straight talk, brother, I've been doxed inside. I've been doxed down to my drawers, brother. That shit don't bother me. That shit don't bother me. One thing I do know, okay, all this information that you put out the other day, you do know that most of them niggas in your chat and niggas in your circle, they've had that information since May. And none of them niggas have the balls to pull up on me. None of them niggas have the balls to pull up on me. And the thing about it is now, and check this out, Toothless. They waver their stories. All right. Saturday morning, I was this broke ass cokehead. Saturday evening, when he responded to the video that I did, when I debunked all of that ridiculous shit that he said, all right, then he comes back and try to make it seem like, oh, I got videos of him holding an AK. I got videos of him holding guns. I got proof that he's a 3-time felon and that he's a drug kingpin. So Saturday afternoon, I'm a drug kingpin. Saturday morning, I'm a damn a cokehead, a broke ass cokehead. See what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't nothing but cap. They are cowards. And you know, bro, straight talk, you say whatever you want to say. It's easy.
I don't know who. Hold on a minute.
That's tough love. That's tough love.
I know that's tough love. I just let him up. I don't know who No Refunds Eva is. I don't know if that's really TY. Peep Game, you say that's not tough love?
It's tough love. How y'all doing?
Yeah, that's you. Good. Hey, how you doing, tough love?
What's going on?
I just wanted to first of all, salute to y'all and salute to the chat. I kind of I'm back stateside now, and I kind of course, been made aware of the situation or whatever case may be. I got a chance to kind of see y'all side of, you know, of the situation, and also my sister's side or whatever case may be. Okay. From my understanding, I haven't had any harsh words for you or Armando, so there is no animosity on my part.
Yeah, but you in the chat co-signing that stuff, bro. You in her chat co-signing, flaming her up, and doing laughing emojis and everything, bro. So you, without words, you co-signing.
Armando,
co-signing, bro.
When I talk to my sister, and I tell her to stay out the beef. This is not even worth it. So if I'm talking to my sister, half the time when she's doing her live or whatever, I'm in and out. So at one particular point, she's talking about a subject. She might be talking about something with our family, talking about something with her. So she'll get whatever it is I send her. That's one. Two, that is my sister. This is not a YouTube thing. That's my sister.
Bro,
you understand what I'm saying?
Too, bro.
Hold on one minute. Armando, hold on a minute.
Hold on. So you saying I'm coaching her?
Y'all hold on one minute.
I said, hold on. You heard what I said.
Now y'all hold on. Now, is this TY or is this somebody else?
No, this TY. Just TY.
He ain't gonna come. He'll never hit the panel by himself. He
Man,
he
man, see,
Okay,
look,
wait a minute. No, wait a minute. This shit ain't gonna happen. Now I don't mind everybody talking normal. We've been talking normal all night, but all that goddamn hollering and shit.
No, I'm not about to holler.
Yeah, this is my
Your
life.
guy getting hyped.
I ain't got no guy. So if you come here with that shit, I'm knocking you off. You can come here as a man and talk, but all this my guy shit, no, I don't know nothing about that. This is my life. The only thing and the reason
your
why
boy the one
Armando
threatening this woman, bro.
he's the only
your
person
boy going live threatening this woman. This
Look, he talking this thing. She talking.
Okay.
Why don't you let her finish talking?
Yeah, well, I can mute the mics, but all I'm saying is, yeah, please. This ain't about no motherfucking joke and no game and no YouTube. This is about me and TY for the record. You're talking about you're going to cash out me because I was angry about you showing that drop. I don't care nothing about that drop. That was my TikTok. I don't care nothing about it.
All right, well, why am I blocked? Because I couldn't super chat you and I'm blocked. Why am I blocked?
I don't know why you blocked. I didn't block you. So who blocked you?
I don't know.
You're not blocked in my chat.
I am blocked. I tried typing it.
And if you'd have
I tried to type.
it.
You can't super chat if you block. So I was trying to type in it and I can't super chat.
I didn't block you. You're not blocked. None of my mods blocked you. You don't have a reason to be blocked. You're not on my block list. You know, they said the same thing about Skinny. He was blocked. No, he's not.
Well, I didn't try to type. I wouldn't have said it if I did. I just tried to type in there and I couldn't, it wasn't coming up. So therefore, I know I'm blocked.
You can't do it, but don't say you blocked because you're not blocked.
Well, if I'm typing and I'm not seeing my words coming up and I'm looking off a separate device.
I don't hear what I'm telling you, son.
All right, you said I'm not blocked. I'm not coming up here to argue with you.
But I'm telling you that that's not true because I didn't do that.
Okay.
I don't know why you can't see your typing and all like that.
Okay.
I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't know YouTube like y'all do.
All right, so I got a question on that. If you don't know YouTube like us, where do these numbers coming from when you start adding up numbers and you see that your numbers are better than the crew combined? And this is your like 4th time saying that. Where did the numbers come from?
This is going to be my 5th time saying it. Let me tell you why.
Why?
It's the ratio.
Look, see, I'm not even talking to this guy. Why you intervening? Why are you intervening? No one is talking to you right now.
Your boy just threatened
no
this
one
woman.
is talking to you. Is this your channel?
Nigga. You talking about numbers, nigga. This nigga on here talking about numbers.
Go on and talk.
This nigga talking about numbers. This nigga jumping on the panel talking about numbers and his damn boy up here talking about killing you and shit. Come on, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, come on, Tough Love. I'm sorry. Come on back and you can talk.
From my understanding, my sister basically said, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop talking about y'all stop talking about me. Let's go our separate ways. To be honest with you, I don't really know like what Armando talking about in reference to coaching or whatever case may be. Like I said, I'd catch my sisters live from time to time. If she's talking about something I'm interested in hearing, then I'll listen, and then, you know what I'm saying, I'm out or whatever case may be. I'm a busy person. I'm sure y'all busy too. But I just want to let Armando know, and I want to let Toothless Tiger know, I don't have no issue with y'all. I don't really think she has an issue with y'all. From my understanding, she did not want to be a part of.
Well, you know what, Tough Love? Let me just speak.
Bro, you ain't listening to her videos, bro. All the bees and hoes she calling Toothless Tiger, bro, please.
She said that. She said that in one video.
No, she's made 3.
Well,
actually, she's
the
made
video.
5.
The video that I heard. Okay, so the video that I heard. Okay, the video that I heard, she wasn't cursing. And then something happened, and then she went back, and then she kind of went on. Okay,
that was the first one. Everyone since then she has, and this is what happened, Tough Love, because I like and respect you. This is what happened. Coco, I love her. She loved me. We said, okay. This stuff happened with Skinny with me. I was going to do a show on October the 11th. Asatar was going to stand in solidarity with me because of what Skinny was doing to me. I called her to ask her because I like the way she breaks shit down. And as a woman, I wanted her to be in solidarity with me. As we were talking, it wasn't what she was saying, it's what she wasn't saying that let me know that she didn't want to be involved in this. And so I gave her an out, and I told her to forgive me for calling to put her in this, because you ain't got nothing to do with this. And I didn't want him coming after her. I said, so no, don't worry about it. You know,
When
don't
you
worry
say,
about it
can I ask you a question? When you say
Sure.
solidarity, what does that mean? Well, like,
To be
where did you want her
as a woman, to talk about men doing what he was doing to me as a woman.
Okay, so
That's what
when my
that means.
sister explained that portion right there, I'm the one who
Hold on
told
one
my
minute.
sister.
Hold on 1 minute.
Okay,
Hold on 1
okay,
minute.
no
Hold
problem,
on 1
no
minute. I
problem,
got to answer the phone. Hold on.
no problem.
Okay, sorry. You were telling me what she explained to you.
Yeah. So from my understanding, there was supposed to be a panel, and you wanted her to be on the panel while you were addressing whatever concerns or issues that you had with Skinny. Here's the thing. What I asked her to do is not join those type of panels, because what happens is, even though she's in solidarity with you and she don't have a beef with Mr. Skinny, it could be perceived that way. Now, she has a story. I heard Armando say she went on some type of sympathy run and she was trying to tell her. That's her story to tell. So she could go wherever she wants to and tell her story. That's her
Okay,
life
y'all,
story.
let's keep it with me. I understand all of that.
Yeah,
Y'all can
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that
No,
on
this,
that
yeah,
next
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
because let me just tell you this. Let me
Tough
tell you
love.
this.
Tough
What you're
love.
saying is
I
true.
never said I had a problem with
Armando,
that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Armando, hold up, buddy. Put yourself on mute.
See, they don't never
What
hit my link.
I'm saying to you is, you told her that, but I didn't know you told her that. I told her myself. When it wasn't what she was saying, it's what she wasn't saying that let me know that I made a mistake. And I apologized to her that moment and told her that she does not have to come up there with me. I stand alone. I can handle this. I just
when you
want her
said
to
that,
come up there in solidarity.
right? When you
That's what I
said that,
said.
when you said that, you just outlined this entire issue. She thought you was trying to put her in beef. You apologized because that wasn't what you were trying to do.
That
End the
night.
story.
No, it should
Well,
have been it should have been the end of the story. Let's keep going so you can understand. So the very next day, which was the 12th, she made a video because Armando was telling Skinny he needs to apologize to me. She made a video October the 12th, and she said this. Now, this is what they tell me. The rule of YouTube is if you don't mention nobody's name, then they don't mention you. That's what they say the rule is. So when she made the video, talking to La Mundo is what she called him, she said, how you gonna tell a grown man to apologize to Toothless Tiger? And I'm like, damn, what she put my name in it for? But I didn't say nothing. You understand what I'm saying? It was no thing with me.
I hear what you're saying. Y'all have each other number. This right here could be stopped tonight. Y'all have each other number.
It's not for me. Because I never did anything. This is my point. This is what I'm saying.
I hear you. And I'm not here to blame you. I'm not here to place blame. What I'm saying is, here's the thing. Just like you are defending your honor, you're saying, hey, X, Y, and Z. I know because I've talked to my sister about you. And she does have respect for you. She spoke very highly of you. The issue is that she felt that you were trying to put her in a situation, which I told her, listen, don't be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a part of that. Just leave that shit alone and let them deal with what they got to deal with. Now, I'm seeing.
I could believe that, Tough Love, if I hadn't said to her on October the 11th, and we hung up the phone with her saying she was going to be in my chat. And I said, that's beautiful. But see, she made a video with Random and Matt K in the group saying that she chose not to come to my thing. She went to theirs. She's thinking I'm mad. I've never been angry. I told her that night.
Truthfully, I think this is a misunderstanding that can be
on her part
done.
because she started.
It could be. What I'm saying is, you two grown. This is what's happening. This is what I'm catching wind of. I'm seeing a lot of people involving themselves in between whatever situation y'all got going on and amplifying it. Night after night, video after video. I even got grown men saying what they're gonna do to my sister as if she got her brothers that's gonna sit back and just chill. So I'm trying to alleviate the problem.
They gave me death threats. You know, I got death threats. They put my house on YouTube yesterday, Friday. They put my house. Straight Talk kept calling out my address, 1443 my real, 1443 my real, 1443 my real. He showed my house.
Toothless
He chose
Tiger,
my beings.
I wish you nothing but this, but the best safety and health. The thing about it is, I'm trying to alleviate this as a brother and and just as someone that has the utmost respect for you. So I'm not with all of the name calling. I wasn't doing it when I was on YouTube. So I'm not about to get up here and try to, you know, let me go at Armando, let me go at you. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is, I talk to my sister. I'm seeing you. I know that you're a reasonable person. If you can reach out to her, I'll ask her to reach out to you, and maybe y'all could talk behind the scenes, because I'm seeing people amplifying this situation for clicks and views. And what's going to happen is going to be a lot of other people trying to jump in the mix and make videos or whatever case may be. You even got people being disrespectful in the chat. You see what I'm saying? Saying, you know, calling names and all this other stuff, all on behalf of saying, well, you know, I'm representing Coco, I'm representing Toothless Tiger. But the problem ain't with y'all. The problem with them. Let them talk it out.
Well, the only problem I have with us is that she lied. She said I doxed her son. I didn't even know it was a son. When I just read the text, and I can send them to you. When we text back and forth, she told me because I called her tough love. See, what you're suggesting, I've tried all of that. I called her when she sent me the text. She first got on her video and said I contacted her. I did not. I responded to her. And then what I did was I called her after she responded back to me. She didn't answer the phone. In the text, she told me she was in the credit union. On the video, when she was talking to her base, she said, I was with my son. And I don't know her son is 6 years old. I didn't know he had autism. She said all of that. I didn't say nothing. Then she said, I doxed her son. Then she say I gave her name to Armando. I ain't talked to Armando until Friday. Armando has just been standing for my honor. Now, what they got between them, they have definitely had that. I don't have nothing to do with that. All of this just happened to me because Skinny decided to make me his enemy. Skinny made videos. Miss Coco Box, you did the right, and I called her Box. It's BX. I do know that, but that was my little name for her. Coco Box. She called me Amy. Miss Coco Box, you did the right thing. You stood up. You did this. You handle your business. But see, this is the thing Skinny said in his no apology to me, tough love. And he only apologized because I appealed to Gilbert Arenas Sr. And that no apology that he gave me, he said, oh, I won't never mention her name again. I'll leave it alone. But I have women for women. So in my mind, the way your sister presented this case out here, because it was only between us anyway. We were on text. She went and made a video while I was up texting her back. She decided to jump in the water. And I sent her a text. I apologized to her again, and again. I can't only do what I can do because I seen that night. It was not what was said. It's what she wasn't saying that I know she was uncomfortable and didn't want to do it. So I excused her and said, forgive me for putting you in this. What I will do is handle this myself. And she said she would be in the chat. So we hung up saying goodbye, I love you. But then the next thing I know, these people are calling her, she's making fun of you. She's talking about you. I never called anybody's name. I said someone called me auntie and they would be with me until the wheels fall off. That's what I said.
Toothless, what's happening behind the scenes is you guys are being contacted.
To the exact person.
I hear you. What's happening is if you saying and she's saying we're not doing this for clicks and views, okay, great. People behind the scenes is sending stuff to each one of y'all to fuel y'all up and hype y'all up.
No. Nobody is sending me anything. Let's get that straight. No. It's people on Skinny's side, and that's the side she chose to be on.
But see, here's the thing. My sister, listen, my sister is cool with a lot of people on YouTube. If she cool with Mr. Skinny, then right. If she cool with him, then she cool with him. But I don't think that she should be wrangled in because she's saying salute Mr. Skinny.
Ain't about wrangling her in nothing, bro. She inserting herself in this stuff, bro.
I didn't do it.
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. If we back up. Hold on, Armando. If we back up, you just said you asked her to be in solidarity with you in a conversation about Mr. Skinny.
When she said no.
Right. No. What I'm saying is, What I'm saying is, when you asked her to do that, you put her in the situation. Did you?
And when I told her I understand and I apologized, I took her out of it.
And
Damn,
never mentioned it again. But
you
your
can't
sister,
have it both ways.
your sister
when
went
I
live
told
and
her
did a video
I hung
about
up
her,
the
bro.
phone, Armando, please. When I told her before I hung up that phone that, you know what, I don't want to put you in nothing. It was what she wasn't saying that I understood she didn't want to be involved. It wasn't what she said to me. It's what she wasn't saying. I then knew that was a mistake. I told her that. I apologized.
I understand.
No,
I understand everything that you're saying. What I'm saying is, if
you wasn't there, so you can't call that no lie. You don't know what you're talking about.
This is what I'm saying, Toothless Tiger. If you said that you reached out to my sister and asked her to be in solidarity for you on a panel or however it was supposed to go, and it was something in reference to Mr. Skinny, and she declined, even though she didn't say everything that she should have said, I guess, at that time.
She didn't decline.
Okay, she just didn't do it.
No, she didn't do it because, listen to me, apparently you're not listening. She didn't do it because I heard what she wasn't saying. So I said to her, I said it, Shirley Yvette said to her, girl, you know what? I'm not trying to put you in nothing. She could become a target. So please forgive me for calling you. Are you going to be in here tonight? She said, yes. And that was the end of it. We hung up saying, I love you. That's how we hung up.
Okay.
The very next day, listen to me.
I'm listening.
She made a video about Armando. And then she said, why are you trying to get a grown man to apologize to Toothless Tiger? That's where the shit came. But I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to her. I wasn't talking to Armando. I didn't say anything to nobody. I let that go. It was November the 3rd, she sent me a text saying it has been brought to her attention that I'm throwing subliminals at her. And she's giving me now to clear it up. And I sent her back a text. I just read the whole text. I just showed it. You can go back and look at my video. And what I said to her, number one, she could change her tone because I don't even know where it's coming from. I'm the same one you call Amy. I'm the same one you was going to be with till the wheels fall off. I don't know what none of that was about. And then she started telling me throughout the text about Mr. Skinny TV, Mr. Skinny TV, Mr. Skinny TV, like it was a goddamn infomercial. I don't know what that was about, but I told her, and while I was responding to her, she dropped a video. Miss Toothless Tiger, what happened between October the 11th and now? Well, the 12th happened, but I didn't say nothing. She brought this to YouTube based on what people were feeding her. It didn't have nothing to do with me. When I apologized to her for calling her, that ended it, Tough Love. We hung up with her going to come to my show in the audience, in the chat. It didn't have nothing to do with her being on the stage no more. I heard her. I honored her. She put herself in this. And then I guess the fueling of the people made her decide to make videos distorting my face, making me look like a damn fool, and then start calling me bitches and hoes. And so I still don't dislike Coco. This is what she did. I did not cause any of this. I don't even know why Skinny did what he did. Everybody is just jumping in. All I see her as just one of the women that he said that he was going to have come at me, because I got 4 women coming at me and I've done nothing to nobody. I was the aunt. Everybody loved me. I loved them until Skinny decided to get mad.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Okay. My sister don't work for Skinny. She ain't getting paid by Skinny. Whatever issue or concern that she has is an issue and concern that between you women, y'all can deal with as grown women. I don't think all of the videos and the panels and all this other stuff gonna fix anything. I think what it's gonna do is it's just gonna pour more fuel on the fire. And really, to me, this is a small issue. This is a misunderstanding. This is a plethora of nonsense being put out. Well, I'm saying the whole thing, the whole situation. Just look at that.
Skinny is telling people to come kill me. Skinny
If I
said
may say
people are
something,
surrounding my home. They put my house on YouTube. They actually did this. So ain't none of this small to me. Now her role may be menial to you, but she put herself in it. I didn't. And I'm not holding no videos, and I ain't made not one video about your sister and nobody else. Anytime I have anything, and these men came tonight to stand in solidarity with me and to see what any righteous people stand up for what's happening to me. Because anybody knows I've done nothing to these people. The problem that they say they have with me is I'm messy and subliminal. Those two things cause people to put my home on YouTube, my car, to say that I need to die, that they're going to beat up my elderly sister who take care of me, and they call my son gay and say that he's got a job talking about hitting me up for $1,000 a day. My son is a professional. He went to school. He has a business degree, master's. We don't play shit like this. I'm just like you, Tough Love. I came here to uplift people. I didn't come here to put people down. I don't talk about people. I don't do reactions. I don't do any of that on YouTube. I talk about everybody I know, good, bad, and
Toothless,
indifferent.
let me ask you this.
Sure.
For not only so that way I know for myself, what can be done to fix this situation? What can be done to fix this problem?
Well, the only thing I know is that people could leave me alone, but what's going to be done is going to be done in the federal courts. That's how it's going to be resolved for me, because I've done nothing to nobody. But Skinny called me a predator. He called me a child predator. The very definition of a child predator is you have to be convicted of harming a child. All of these other people jumping in it, I can't say what's going to happen with any of them. I've already reported everything to the police. I meet with my city councilwoman tomorrow. Your sister said her money's long and she's going to go to court and she can do all that. I've done nothing to slander your sister. I've said nothing. I've never called her name. I've never said nothing bad about her. She jumped in this.
My sister is not taking you to court. If anything happens, she'll definitely countersue, but she's not taking you to court. Okay, so let me dispel that information right there.
Yeah, she doesn't have a reason to take me to court. I've done nothing but defending my honor. And my sister
keep trying to take the responsibility off your sister, man.
And that's not funny. See, my
hey, bro,
sisters
I'm not speaking to no side people. I'm talking to
you ain't got to speak to me. I'm speaking to you.
Came up here to address me, bro.
Say what?
I'm speaking to you. You ain't got to speak to me.
You originally came up here to address me, bro.
I didn't come up here to originally address you. I'm addressing Toothless Tiger at the moment.
Yeah, bro. You cap, bro. You know your sister out here starting shit, bro. I'm just gonna put it to you plain and simple, bro.
Armando, what has my sister started?
Bro, number one, bro, your sister inserts herself in shit that don't have a damn
What
thing
has
to do
she
with her,
started? Not insert. What has she started?
The issue we're speaking on now.
Wait. Don't save her,
bro.
Armando, what has she started?
She's a shit start. She just made
what did she start?
She just made another video.
She just made another video, bro. Go over there.
In response to what's happening right now. In response to what's happening right now.
She's the reason it's happening. What the fuck don't you get, man?
Coming over here acting like your sister all innocent and
Hold
everything.
up, Armando, let Ryan say what he was saying. Ryan, what did you say again?
You saying she making a video in response to what's going on now, but she's the root of what's going on right now.
How is she the root of this right here?
Dude,
how is she the root?
To anything Toothless just said.
Say what?
Man, I'm done talking to dude, man.
You shouldn't have talked to me in the first place.
But Tough Love, he was asking you.
Your sister do the same shit on every other panel. She's trying to clean up your bullshit, and you doing the same thing for her.
Saying Armando has not proven one thing that my sister has started.
Bruh.
But you're saying she started something.
Bruh.
Tell me what she started.
Hold on. Let me address this clown, bro. Listen to me real good.
Armando, you calling names and doing all the extra stuff ain't necessary, dude. It ain't necessary.
Bro, you didn't have all
it ain't necessary.
You didn't have all this energy for Lonnie.
What do you mean energy for a female? That's what I'm saying. You got energy for a female.
Bro. You didn't defend your own family honor, bro.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Bro?
Are you serious? What smoke? Toothless Tiger, is this smoke?
Bro? Let me answer.
Is this smoke?
Let me answer the question, bro.
This is not smoke. Exactly. This is not smoke.
You said you're coming for your sister, and I think that's a noble thing. But I think that what you need to understand is, for real, it's much bigger than your sister. She just insinuated herself into something that had nothing to do with nothing. She started making videos, Tough Love. She started talking about me. The only time I said anything about anybody is after somebody said something about me. And what I was doing was, she made a video about me, and I said, she stated that she was in the credit union in my text, but she told her people, go look at her videos, and she told them that she said she was with her son. I didn't know anything about the age or anything like that. So then she made a response to that. And then she made another video, 2 of them. I hadn't said anything. See, I keep telling them I don't respond to minions. I only go for the target, which is Skinny. I'm not saying anything other than that. I'm going to keep saying that. And that is what it is. I'm going to humbly ask you, if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me apart from this. But your sister put herself in it. She keeps making videos. I put up on my wall Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy. They need to understand the definition. I didn't make up the laws and the rules. I'm in a protected class. I am disabled. I'm 64. I'm an Asiatic woman. I have a religion of Islam, not the creed, the degree of knowledge. I, self-law, am master. And I have no nationality. So I understand what's going on. I understand what's going on. I understand what's going on. Skinny turned on me, and everybody has come to his defense, making video after video after video after video after video about me. I tell people, I'm not like other people. Tough Love, I don't talk about nobody. I've called these people no names. Your sister, along with the others, talking about bitch this, fat bitch that, fat hoe this. She got on those panels and said those things. I didn't tell her to do that. I did nothing to her. She made this an issue. When I called her that night, I apologized to her. And I told her, you don't have to do that. I don't even want you involved in no mess where you going to be a target. And she said different stuff in her email than she said in her video. I told them, if they think I'm lying, well, tell them to show her damn emails. It'll show exactly what I just read and showed. I just showed the emails. I've done nothing to your sister. She jumped in this for whatever reason. She took it wrong or whatever. But how can she take it wrong when we answered, when we hung up the phone on October the 11th, she was coming to the chat, kumbaya. And then October the 12th, she make a video about Armando, but put my name in it. I didn't respond to that. I didn't say anything. I haven't said nothing to nobody. And I'm only responding to this because you don't understand. My life has been put in jeopardy. This is bigger than me. I have nieces and nephews. My sister is 5 years older than me, and I'm 64. I got a sister older than that. I got a brother who look at this shit and is just appalled and upset about what's going on. I got people like Tavis Seals over here with the eyes, Johnny Blaze. They don't give a fuck about me. They be over there laughing and giving to Skinny. But my family care about me. My son told me before all this ever happened what could happen on YouTube. I could take this better if this was just some strangers from somewhere attacking me. But these are people that I consider myself kumbaya friends with. They liked me. I like them. That's what I considered. The only person who stood for my honor was Armando, a man who I was mad at. I wasn't even talking to. A man who I was angry at because I felt that he put numbers on my thing. That's a lot of how all of this started. But I realized Skinny is behind that. And everybody's jumping in to protect Skinny, whether they want to or not. The conspiracy is you're talking about Skinny and talking about me. And I've done nothing to none of y'all. None of y'all. Nobody. I've said no bad words about no. When I talk about Gotti, that's what happened. That's truth. We had a relationship from February the 2nd up until August the 1st, when I gave her the last $100, and she wrote me, she didn't want to have anything to do with me, letter September the 6th. Skinny went in Armando's chat saying, Armando said you taped him without permission. Is that true? On the 21st of August, came in my chat and said that, bringing shit. And I told him, yes, that's true. I would tape anybody if I felt the need to protect my honor. Because Armando didn't put the numbers on there, but he started lying and making videos to cover up because I contacted YouTube. He put letters up there that wasn't real letters. That's what happened. That's what happened between me and Armando. I didn't hate Armando because I don't hold grudges. I just quit fucking with Armando. But when Armando starts speaking up for me, whether it's for views, clicks, likes, whatever it is, in my heart, it was because he cared about me as a woman, a 64-year-old woman, and he stood for me. So I just typed in his chat Thursday for the very first time. He's been defending my honor against, I'm fighting with tough love, 11 grown-ass people, 6 or 7 men and 4 women. Are making videos about me simultaneously. They didn't do that shit when they was mad at you. I haven't seen them do this to anybody, but they doing it to me. And your sister joined in, making my face with devil horns and little tiger eyes. And I better quit fucking with her. And she done told me, check her jacket. She got all kind of crime in her background. That's what your sister saying in tapes. I'm not saying any of that. I ain't said nothing about your sister. So it's no misunderstanding on my part, maybe on hers. And she was with the crowd talking about me with brown skinned lady, with Randall.
Let me I appreciate the breakdown. Let me just say this real small piece real quick.
Okay, then I'm gonna bid you goodbye. Okay.
I just wanted to say real quick, or whatever case to me, really all the like the nonsense, all the threatening and the doxing and all that other stuff, and all that's crazy. And if it's happening to you, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry it's happening to you. So I'm hoping that, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you do, you know what I'm saying, you get the justice that you deserve. You know, I'm just trying to see if I could do something to kind of grease the skids and see what can be done to kind of rectify the situation. So that's why I'm coming to talk to you, whatever case may be. So,
well, I have no animus toward nobody. Just hear me. I don't have no anger toward anybody. I've done nothing to your sister. She has done all of the harm that has been done on her part. If you know all that, if you don't say nothing about me, I won't say nothing about you. You know, I'm a grown ass woman, and I didn't say nothing about you from the beginning. I don't just sit up and talk about her. If you go look at my show Sunday, I'm back on education, trying to teach my people the reason I came. I don't have nothing against her. I don't talk about her. I don't say nothing. But when I talk about me, I can say anything I want. And I'm damn sure not going to be calling her no bitches and no hoes and all that shit like they done me on YouTube. I honor my mom and dad. I honor myself. I honor my son. And I honor my family. So I don't have nothing to do. I'm not against your sister. She's making videos about me. She's making. And Matt K, you cannot take the link. No, you can't. Because you're not going to come up here defending me. You're going to come up here talking about some bullshit I don't want to hear. Because I think it's very unfair. You could have called my number. You know, you said you was going to call me back and you never did. When I texted you the other day and told you I was disappointed, you never called me back. You didn't even respond back to the damn text. So, no, I don't know nothing that you can say up here on the screen. You can call me if you like. Okay, Candy, he hasn't come out? Okay, well, let me try to tell Phyllis to see if he's in there. Okay, tough love. But yeah, I don't have no animus against your sister. I'm just doing what I have to do to protect my family and myself.
I hear you. And everybody has the right to do that. Definitely. I totally agree. And I appreciate you letting me up.
I thank you for coming up because I like you.
Thank you. Armando, I don't know if there's an issue between you and I, bro, but if we want to talk offline, then we could do that, man. So that way we can really get down to the root of it, because I don't think I did anything to you.
What I'm gonna do is, bro, when I go live Tuesday morning, I'm gonna drop the link especially for you.
Well, the issue is the time,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
That's why.
what? Give me a time. I will do a special live, especially for you, and drop the link for you. Give me a good time.
Is there? Let me ask you something. Now, I don't mind talking to you wherever. I'm just saying, is there a reason you don't want to talk off of YouTube?
Maria, get rid of tab skill.
We can talk off YouTube then, bro. Put your name put your info in the private chat. We can talk offline.
Yeah. I'll send you a number. I just want to, like I said, man, I just want to get to the bottom of this and see if I can.
Does D-Troop have your number?
I don't know. But I'll drop a number in this private chat. No problem.
Okay.
Thank you, Tough Love. I appreciate you.
God bless y'all, man.
You said you back in the United States?
I'm here for Thanksgiving and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I know your daughter glad.
Oh yeah. We about to go eat some crab legs right now. Yeah.
All right. Fun.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. I don't know. Do you have to drop off or I can remove you? I don't know how that works. Okay, guys, we're back. Ryan, what were you wanting to say? Ryan? Asatar? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what were you wanting to say?
Oh, no, I ain't gonna speak about the man because he said his piece, he gone now, but it just seemed like he was trying to remove the responsibility from his sister, you know what I mean? And basically when you get to the root of where all this shit came from, it ain't got nothing to do with her, it ain't got nothing to do with Skinny, it ain't got nothing to do with brown skin lady, Hitchbox, Straight Talk, all the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got nothing against none of them personally. Like I've watched all their content before. You know what I mean? It's just it ain't got shit to do with them. So the level of these attacks, it just don't make sense to me. For, you know what I'm saying, somebody that nobody threatened about or threatened by, rather.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
I have a friend of mine he's a law enforcement agent in the chat. He would like the link. He would like to come up and say something. Okay. Tony, if you still in the chat, come hit the link, brother.
Tony, if you still in the chat, let us.
Yeah, Anthony Hartley, brother. If you still in the chat, come hit the link.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you can talk, ass.
I thought because I had a phone call. I thought I got knocked off.
Okay.
Man, that was a lot. That was a lot there.
Yeah. What's your take on it? You know, I love your take.
Just on the whole thing, or with just Tough Love coming up here?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's defending his sister, so you have to understand where he's coming from. So I was taking it with the grain of salt. Mm-hmm. And he did early on admit that he didn't even know that his sister made 4 videos and not just 1. So he's not on top of it. He openly admitted it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he probably is just looking at it from his sister's point of view, which I don't blame, right? But so he was just up here defending his sister. So you can't blame. You gotta take it for what it's worth.
That's true. I don't blame him at all.
Yeah, but it is what it is. He said some things that he didn't know about. Hopefully you filled him in on it, and that's that. My thing is, we have to do. Okay, we have to call out. We have to know why Straight Talk doxed you. We have to call him out. He can't say, well, what did she say? He keeps saying you did say something first. Provide that, please. But go ahead. Let my man speak. Go ahead, bro.
Hi, Anthony.
How you doing, baby? How's everything? I hear everything going kind of sideways and everything. Let me tell you, I studied law, criminal justice, criminology. Got degrees in both of them. And just listening to what's going on and don't know the whole story, a federal crime has been committed when they start threatening your life, threatening your family members, and all that stuff.
Yes.
And to whoever is out there that has that's threatened this young lady's life, if she does that, if you don't, if baby, your name Toothless.
Yeah, I'm Cheryl, but I call myself Toothless Tiger. You can call me TT or Toothless, whichever one.
Okay, well, TT, whatever, who's ever out there doing that, and she's talking to their counselor later, I will be providing more information for her, so all this will be solved in court.
Yeah, I'm filing a 1983 in the morning.
Yep, and you're going to file some other stuff as soon as I research it too, because
Okay.
the fact of the matter is, one thing that I do not tolerate, and I don't tolerate bullying, period.
Mm-hmm.
But then you want to get, and the thing that people do is that they get online and social media and use that as a platform to try to slander somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that, or trying to think knowing that somebody can't reach out and touch them in their pockets or in their freedom. And that's what I'm going, whatever I can do to help, that's what I'm going to do. I was listening to the young man earlier, and I know he's not on here anymore, but some retreading was being done.
Yes, I didn't do anything to her.
And even, I understand you're going to try to protect your family members, but when your family members is wrong, you need to say they're damn wrong and try to rectify the situation. Don't try to go after everybody else. Stop the bullying on social media. But whoever's out there and you hear this, and Armando will tell you, I work 2 jobs. I work for the federal government, and I also do a state certified officer. So whatever you need, and whatever you need to rectify this situation, and if you're not getting the proper help, I know you're going to see your councilwoman tomorrow, but you have help on my side, baby, and I'm going to do whatever I can. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to research it. I'm going to talk to some of my folks, and we're going to get you the answer that you need.
That brings me to tears. I thank you. I thank you very much. But I'm a retired revenue officer myself from the U.S. government after 22 years, and the things that these people are doing just because one man decided to get mad at me, and then this girl who I'd given money to, helping her because she said that she was doxxed and she was afraid to work. They're scammers, and they do a lot of things. I had no clue that I had given these people all of this money, but I just donate. I'm doing this to subsidize. I don't get cash apps and stuff like that, and that's no big deal. Like I said, I don't do this for money, but if you give cash apps and super chats, of course I want them, but that's not why I came. I came here just to uplift all of humanity, to tell us who we were before we were slaves. I don't do the roasting. I don't do the jokes. I don't do any of that. All I do is try to uplift our people. And then this is what I'm faced with, because he decided one morning that I was, and Mondo said it best, likes, clicks, and views, and I was content. And then everybody has started piling. It's so many. And I never flagged people. I just started taking the right precautions with YouTube. But it's just unbearable what these people are doing. But I have to bear it and live anyway. Calling my son gay. This man showed my home, my car. He said I got money to buy a car that I got in 2019. I leased it for 3 years, and now I'm purchasing my car. He knows nothing about what he was talking about, and he accused me of trying to look him up. I don't even know this man. Didn't even know his name until Armando said it. How in the hell could I have done that? And then they text me death threat saying Rashida. And see, Rashida say she lived 10 minutes from me. So they were threatening me barely before I got the text telling me that I'm going to die and Rashida's going to beat me, my sister up. The straight talk guy, he's a military trained special forces, he say. He be on this YouTube smoking weed all day. We in Dallas, Texas. Weed is illegal. And he said that they are surrounding my house and they know where I live.
Let me tell you something.
I can't even go outside, they said.
Let me tell you this. This is nothing but blowing smoke, because no special forces is going to smoke weed. I'm just being real with you. Not only do I work for the federal government, I'm also a Marine Corps veteran. I
Yeah,
know.
that's what he say he is.
Huh?
He said he's a Marine Corps veteran, I believe.
Okay, you can't be a Marine Corps veteran and a Special Forces at the same time. That's an army.
No, he said he was trained in Special Forces when he was in the Marines. He's not in it now. He's retired, he said.
Okay, well, Armando, I'm telling you, the folks out here is crazy, bro, because they'll tell you anything on special social media until somebody comes and what I call, test they nuts. Because as long as you can say one thing and it doesn't matter, it to a regular civilian, it sounds good, but to an actual veteran or to somebody who's actually in the military, we know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Special forces keep they keep their bodies tight at all times. They don't do that crazy stuff. Even if they got PTSD, they take their medicine for it. They go to their mental training for it. But marijuana is not in their conversation.
Yeah.
So
that's all he does.
Well, so he's probably a reservist. That's besides the point. The second
That's what he act like. That's what he act like, a reservist. Yeah. For real.
Let me, and I want to put this out there to everybody who's watching right now. And I don't care if you like me, don't like me. I am most people who see me on these on the a podcast with Armando and I'm a realist. I'm a straightforward, and I shoot straight from the hip. Stop bullying women on social media, men. Stop bullying and stop talking trash and telling you're going to kill somebody and all that stuff on social media, especially to a woman, because that makes you no less than a person, not even a man. We can't categorize you as a man if you're going to try to cyber bully a woman, and a woman of age, a woman of elder. If you want to test somebody that's going to test you back.
That's they won't 100%. Mess with Armando. Armando keep telling them, but they won't mess with him.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm not a troll. I'm not. I just, like I said, I speak the truth. And you want to get out of pocket with somebody, I'm the best person to do it with. I'm a man first before I'm anything else. And I'm going to protect women regardless of age, color, anything. I'm going to protect a woman. And if you're going to cyber bully somebody, trust me, I have friends in places where they can find you and put your ass in jail. That's the number one thing that this world is going through right now, is this cyber bullying stuff. Be a man and tell somebody, put your address on the thing so people can actually see if you are about that life. But do it to somebody that's your same caliber. You don't do that to people that has disabilities. You don't do that to a woman. You don't do that to somebody who can't defend themselves against somebody that's a little bit stronger than them. So if anybody out there that's watching this is going to watch this later, if you want to bully somebody, and if you want to test your manhood, hit me up on Messenger, hit me up on a private chat. Give me your address. I'll give you mine. But if I'm telling you right now, if you have any problems with anybody else, again, I'm that person. Just like I told MJ 707, whatever the hell that means, I'm that dude. And I don't want to, and I should not have, we should not be having this conversation with any dude out here bullying someone and then turn around and put their life in jeopardy because you feel some type of way.
And what's so bad about it, just like Milwaukee Jeff said, my location in my name. I don't even know where these people get all this animosity from towards me, because I've never had a bad word with any of them.
It's another wannabe gangster.
Have a bad day. Have a bad day with me. I'm that dude. I'll give you. I'm that pedigree that you want to do it with. So whoever wants to get my location, my name is Anthony Hartley. And I dare you, truly dare you, I will show you what bullying really is. That's not a threat. That's not even a promise. I'm just giving you that fact of life that I'm that dude. So, and again, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I don't want
Okay.
to take the thunder away from anybody. I'm just out here right now letting you know that I'm going to give you the best help that I can give you. And I'm going to find out more information so we can get justice for you.
I will put my number in the private chat for you.
Okay, and I will research, and I will make sure I will have to see what the law is for you in Texas, because sometimes the penal codes are different from state to state. But what happened is we're gonna get this justice for you, and again, and if you need verification, you can ask Armando. Me and him talk on a regular. If he needs something, he needs me to search something, I get back to him.
Yeah, well, I have also I filed a police report already, so I'll be hearing from the detective sometime. Hopefully tomorrow or so, because these threats about them circling my house, and Skinny said they locked Dallas down. I can't even go out on my porch without them watching me. And that's stalking.
But you know the bad thing about it is, and I'm gonna tell you 100%, ain't nobody gonna do nothing, because the only thing they do, they got a whole bunch of keyboard gangsters out here.
Mm-hmm.
I see, everybody that's out here that's want to talk trash and all that good stuff. Ain't nobody hit me up yet in the messenger and said, "Hey, I want that smoke." There's only nothing but keyboard gangsters out here, and that's the one people that I love to death, because I like to put them back into in their little life, miserable life. The only thing they can do is sit behind a keyboard and talk trash to an elderly woman, and I don't accept that, not one bit.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Especially one who has done nothing to you, and I don't do all the stuff that they do, and I don't go back and forth. All they can say is that I'm messy. All of a sudden I'm messy, and I talk in subliminals. That's all they said that they can find wrong with me. I don't know what that means. It doesn't matter at this point. They've crossed the line, and I don't get it.
Well, I want to thank you for having me on here. I know, just let it be known that I have your back.
Thank you.
And I'm on your side with this one. And regardless of what was said back then and there, as soon as they put your life in jeopardy, I had to say something.
I appreciate that.
And I don't know. And again, if any one of you out there who wants to, wanted to test my pedigree, come on out here. I live in Georgia, but I do got frequent flyer miles too. Y'all have a good evening. I'm gonna continue watching. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Tony.
Appreciate that, Tony, bro.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. Okay, as you were talking.
Yeah.
S.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you were giving the timeline again. You were talking.
Yeah. Just simply ask straight talk what you did for him to dox you. I want him to answer for that. Can't just say, well, she talked about me. What did she say? What was the straw that broke the camel's back for you to put this woman's house and address? What did she do? She didn't say she was going to dox her family. She said nothing about anything about your house, nothing. So what was the reason? We can't let them get away with it. That's what they say. Well, she's talking about me. Well, what did she say? You know how now the narrative was, you're going back and forth with Skinny, and this is what they wanted. It's a back and forth, right? It's you against Skinny. That's what TY and them trying to get me. If for people that don't know, I hit their panel last night. Just wanted to see what they're gonna ask me. I'm not afraid of questions, right? But what TY did, I was talking to him, and he brought a woman up, which was Tough Love sister, and you should have seen how she was talking to me. But that's near or there. But the point is, they asked, well, this is between Skinny and Toothless, and my answer was no. This is just between Skinny, and they got all up in arms. What do you mean? I truly believe, and I know that you did nothing wrong to deserve this. And whatever you said about any kind of pocket watching can be considered, right? You never mentioned anyone. I'm gonna say it one more time. I guess you got frustrated, but you're allowed to speak your mind and your heart. And you said, "Hey, I see subscribers coming into my life, giving $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99, and going to other people and giving them $10 and $20." You never said Skinny's name. Skinny took that personal and asked you and called you a pocket watcher. And this is when a whole back and forth really began. You've already shown the timeline, but a quick version of it. Called you a pocket watcher. You said, "How can I be pocket watching you when I gave you over $600?" He said, "Prove that you gave me over $600, and I'll give you $1,000." You let it go because in between then it was just like non-apology. But then for 3 straight videos, he called you a liar. He made his people come over here and basically force you to show those numbers. They wanted you to show those. Toothless, remember I told you they wanted you to show those so they can say, you know, you want your money back. The narrative is that's the joke. When did Toothless ever say she wanted her money back? Stop saying she said it. Show it. You guys have recordings of everything else and screenshots of everything else. When did she say, "Give me my money back"? All she did was trying to defend the fact that you were calling her a liar, that she didn't have this proof. She still hasn't said, "Give me my money back." You said if she can show you $600, you would give it back. And the sad thing is, when she showed the numbers, you flagged her, bro. You flagged that live. That's the sad part. Then you went and made up a lie and had super notification, supposedly redid the numbers and came up with 372. When Sim Said So did the numbers, it has all the timestamps. She did all the adding and got the number. TY even agreed to the number. Now he went back at it, back on his word. So this is what's going on. Do not let the Skinny Gang and his minions change the narrative.
That's that's exactly what TY jumped on the panel to do, to try to change the subject. Now
Exactly.
his so-called second in command, or whatever the hell Straight Talk want to call herself, was just making threats yesterday. Been making threats the last 72, 48 hours. And he want to jump on the panel talking about numbers.
And a drop.
Exactly.
His TY has the best out ever. He always says, it's not me saying it, it's all up in his panels. He's having panels with 6, 7 people. They're saying whatever they want, and then he has plausible deniability, I guess, because he can't make grown people not say what they want to say. Bro, you can't make them say it, but you can interject, or after they're done, you can say you disagree, bro. That's how you do it. When you have an interview and you bring someone on and they give their opinion, you're allowed to agree or disagree with that opinion. When you don't say anything, you agree. That's how this works. Stop playing like we're fools. You are agreeing with these things. You agree. So let's say Toothless Tiger named the crew. Even if she named Straight Talk, and what does she say enough to be a bitches and hoes and fuck you? That's a military trained man. That's what they trained this guy to do. That's the scary part. He's supposed to have discipline. This is a senior citizen.
This dude is thirsting for numbers. Okay, this dude been since I've been on YouTube, and even when I was actually rocking with Skinny them, I would go into his chat and only be like 10, 15 people in there. Okay. I mean, out of the crew, he gets the worst numbers out of all three of them. Okay, it's TY, Southside, and then him. He gets the worst numbers.
So
and this man is desperate to do anything. He put it like this, bro. He has not gotten this much attention in the last 9 months, in my opinion, man. He has not gotten this much attention.
I believe
this man has. Right. This man. I mean, I guarantee you, the people on over there on We the People don't. Probably half of them don't even know who the hell he is.
No, because I'm gonna disagree with that, because Kwame used to talk about him. He used to make fun of him, his voice or whatever, call him toy soldier.
Every now and then, man. Every now and then, bro.
Yeah, but man, he jumped out the window, bro. The dog scene, the showing the house, the giving the address over and over.
You know why he did that, bro? Because and straight talk, if you listen, bro, you lying on this woman. This woman never said anything about you. I said your name. I said the information or whatever. You know, I didn't put your information up on no screen. I didn't show no house. I didn't name your kids or nothing like that. I said your name. What, you're ashamed of your name? You know what I'm saying? What it is, y'all, is that I have been doxxed by I know at least about 50 different people have doxed me. I mean, I'm talking about from content creators, from the people in the chat have doxed me.
To be fair, bro,
there's nothing else left to dox.
You did say his wife's name too.
I just said that, bro. I just said that. Slow down, brother. I said his wife's name. Okay. But I never mentioned his kids or anything else. They've said my wife's name many times, bro. I didn't put up no pictures.
Absolutely. He did it.
Like
he has your wife. He has your wife's name on his community wall.
Yeah.
You know, he does.
But she's a doctor. She's a doctor. She could be Google. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell. You know, he can put up whatever he want to put up about me. I mean, listen, Mr. Fair used to put up my wife's information back in April. And I've been doxxed inside and out. But I know one thing, ain't now one of them clowns gonna come anywhere near my address that has been doxxed hundreds of times on here. But they're not gonna come anywhere.
You said it, not Toothless. Let's stick to that. You knows, said those things, not her.
He knows I said it, bro. The problem is, bro, he had to go doxing her because I've already been doxed. That's why the coward did it the way he did.
So basically, hit someone close to you.
That's why the coward, huh?
Just to hit someone close to you, make it hurt.
No. Slow down, brother. Listen to what I'm trying to say. He know who said it. Instead of coming after me or going after me, okay, there's number one, you can't dox me anymore because there's nothing else to dox. When I tell you they have doxed me down to the brand of drawers that I wear, they have doxed me down to the brand of drawers that I wear, Hanes.
Yeah,
let's
keep it on Toothless.
I'm trying to say, if you let me finish, brother, what I'm trying to say is, bro, the reason why he did that is because I'm doxed out. There was nothing else that he can say or do. Yeah, he did what he did yesterday morning or whatever. But when he thought about it, that's already been done. That's why he changed the thumbnail. Now, he also did that to Toothless to try to impress his daddy, Skinny. I will put that at reason number one.
Yeah, I would say that.
Think about it, out of all three of them, he's the least respected.
Well, it's not even going with that. Let's just, like I
Mhm.
said, keep it on me.
Mhm.
Keeping it on me is I said on that tape about when I looked up the empty lot and there's a house there, because he said that's what I said about him. I never said that about him. Anything I've ever said was about Skinny.
Mhm.
So I believe Skinny then gave him the orders to do that, and he did it. Because I would never looked up him. I don't even know nothing to look up on him. I don't know how to look up no Straight Talk TV. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I know Skinny because Charles called my name Cheryl all the time.
Mhm.
And he's probably done strike this thing here I don't know how many times. But he can do that because he said he was going to flag it. He said that's what he does.
Mhm. He is good at that, flagging and clapping people's channel, trying to clap people's channels down.
Yeah, well, the only thing I can say is I've said what I had to say. Um, I needed to say this. And again, I don't talk about these people every time I go on air, but I cannot allow anybody to put our lives in jeopardy. And I not let my base and the world know that this is totally unacceptable. And I've taken all of the necessary precautions that I need to take. And enough said. There's nothing else to be said about it. Whatever happens will happen as a result of what needs to happen. And I would ask them, and I've asked them to stop making the videos and stuff, and they're not seeming to stop. So
Stop bullying this woman, this old lady, this senior citizen, man. Stop acting like you don't know her age. Stop acting like age doesn't matter. It matters. You know it matters. You're gonna come on YouTube and not like it doesn't. You know it matters. On the street, it would matter. You wouldn't talk like this. You wouldn't Southside. You would not be 33 years old and talk to a 64-year-old like this in real life. You would not walk up to Toothless Tiger and say those things you are saying to someone of her stature. You wouldn't, man.
Yeah, because
Just
his mother
stop
would.
it.
Yeah, because his mother would put him out the house if she found out.
Just come
Yeah,
on,
he
man.
was
Stop doing this
disrespectful.
stuff.
I'm just being honest. I mean, come on.
But
Uh-huh.
come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. We all know right from wrong. This doesn't mean just because I'm saying this, it doesn't mean that I don't do wrong. So people are gonna be, look at who's talking. The guy, yes, I've done wrong too, but that's why I know right from wrong. We all know this is wrong. Stop justifying it because she said this. There's nothing Toothless said that Skinny could have came back making fun of her being molested. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. There's nothing this woman said that's gonna be Skinny's response. And if you don't agree with that, then you have no goddamn humanity. Nothing. Stop excusing this shit. It's I don't care what anyone's stop it. There comes a point where we just stop it. Stop it. Ignore her. You guys don't know how to ignore someone? Ignore her. You ignore her. That's an old lady. She's crazy. She's senile. She's talking crazy. Say whatever you gotta say to yourself. Ignore her. Whatever you gotta do, leave her alone. Stop coming at her. She's been harassed. She feels threatened. All this stuff. You guys have done enough. You know she has health problems. You guys know she has health problems, and you're gonna keep putting this woman through this. And then God forbid something happens to her. We didn't want this. You didn't want this. Yeah, you did. You guys wanted this. This is what you want. Stop harassing this woman. Leave it alone. Come after me. I can take it. Come after Armando. Come after the
Come
people.
out.
I'm here with us.
I've been asking them to come after me.
We are here for the fuck shit. This
Yeah.
woman is not. She's clearly telling you she's not here for this. We are. You want to have some fun going back and forth? Come back and forth with us. Man, I'll come to your platforms. You guys can have content like you had today. All day you were playing my stuff. All day. I'll come to every one of yours, answer all the questions you want. You guys can dox me, bro. Leave this woman alone.
No, they want to go after women and kids. That's their thing. They want to go after women and kids.
mm-hmm. One moment.
It's real frustrating. It doesn't matter till it matters.
Mm-hmm.
It won't matter until there's one of them on that screen, bro.
Milwaukee
Yeah, that's
Jeff,
true.
and you know what, Milwaukee Jeff, you wish you had that. You wish you was making the money that she was making too, don't you? Broke ass clown.
Come on, man. Don't do that, man. Just
No, I'm
leave that.
just saying. I'm just
Leave that
saying,
alone, bro. Hey, bro. I like the drop you made of me in Southside, by the way. On the side note, that shit is funny, bro. My pictures, that's hilarious.
Who?
Yeah.
Milwaukee Jeff did Southside.
Milwaukee Jeff.
Oh,
Did a video on me. Yeah, it's funny, bro.
Yeah, it's really sad how all of this has come to this. But again, all I'm doing is clearing the air, letting people know. And, you know, I really get sick and tired of y'all talking about the wrong people and he's going back talking about me. I don't give a damn about none of that. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that these two gentlemen are the only two men that I know of that's publicly stood up for me and Sciatica. And the thing, well, Sciaticus is her name, and the things that we've gone through and how this man has maligned us. So anything other than that, it doesn't matter. This is not about likes, clicks, and views for me. This is about life. And I would just have to say that I appreciate y'all for coming and um, all of the other extra talk that has nothing to do with anything. Y'all can keep that to yourselves, but I'm going to get ready to. I want to thank Ryan very much because Ryan is truly one that I called to speak with, and he's always there whenever I come calling. I want to thank Ryan Reed for just being a stand-up guy, just like Asatar, just like Armando. Asatar and Ryan are more of people that are straight down the middle people, and they speak not on any side, just right, what's right. Hi, Cassandra. And everybody think that the extra talking and stuff is making it worse for me, but I'm going to guarantee you nothing can make it worse than what it is. I appreciate y'all for thinking that and saying that, but Skinny never stopped. That's what y'all need to understand. He never stopped. Even after he lied to Gil Sr., he had up a thing on his community board with $10 shots, and people were giving $10 shots. Or they would have, but I don't think he did it. I think he just kept it up there for the embarrassment. And then he kept making videos. So it doesn't matter what is said or not said. He continues to continue. These men hadn't been up here when he called my mama's pussy rotten. These men hadn't been up here when he said my mom and daddy wasn't shit. These men went up here when these 11 people joined in attacking me. They've been doing this before these men ever came up here tonight. So they can't make it any worse. Everybody has been warned of what's going to happen. If people want to continue to join in and continue to have these conversations and continue to make content, that's fine. But they're doing it at their own peril. And I believe what you're saying, Cassandra. It's going to be some of them crazy enough to do that. And that's their prerogative. But these people have been doing this to me ever since Skinny declared war on me August 21st. It has been nonstop. They have made video after video after video. Yes. This is not a joke. It's not funny. I didn't do anything to any one of these people that are making the content. I can't convince those who want to believe what they want to believe. I wouldn't even try. That's not what this night is about. And Mondo does go a little over, but he's Mondo, and I know I'm Mondo, so that's okay. He stood for me, and can't nobody take that from him. He stood when nobody else would. He made demands. He tried to take the heat off of me, and he called Skinny some every name in the books, but he wouldn't stand toe to toe with Armando. He only wanted to talk about me. Thank you, Exoli. Yeah, Exoel. They worried about content, and I'm worried about my safety in my life and the life of my family and my nieces and nephews and my siblings. It's not about anything else, and it is about me. But, to stop them from saying anything about them, that would be asinine to me, because that's what people are trying to do to me. They're trying to shut me up and censor me. And they can talk about me and they can say anything about me, but Cheryl, don't you dare say nothing back. My email is right here on this ticker tape. It's toothlesstiger7 at gmail.com. Toothlesstiger7 at gmail.com. So, I don't mind them. I love you too, Cassandra. Much, much. I don't mind you guys saying some of the things you say. Thank you, P.O. I appreciate you all. And I know that you have nothing but my interest at heart. I took down my videos of you guys. Number one, at the time I was mad at you, Armando, and I thought you had done what had been done. And as I thought maybe it may seem antagonistic, even though you were speaking the truth and up for me, but maybe Skinny would read it wrong. So I gave the benefit of the doubt, but that guy never stopped. And I'm saying to myself, why y'all videos got to be down and these damn people doing and saying what they want to do? And they talking about you and I, Armando, hooking up. I don't do hookups. You single, you carry your own. I'm single, I carry my own.
Exactly.
We do damn good. And if you want to get together and talk about something, a subject that we can talk about to help somebody, we can do that. But I don't do no hookups. Come on, Ash, you were saying something? I'm sorry.
I'm saying I have no channel. I have a lot of love for Toothless. That's my vested interest. I have nothing to gain here. Like, I'm not chasing no clout. She asked me up here. Every time I've ever been up here, she's always asked me.
Yes.
I am not a person who's trying to hit links to promote something. I have nothing to promote. That's I'm just a person. I'm just a little outspoken subscriber. That's all. That's all I am. An outspoken subscriber.
What are you, Armenian? What are you, what do you call you, Armenian?
I'm glad you brought this up. Skinny kids call me Armenian. First of all, I'm Armenian. There's no desert in Armenia. Like, when you make camel jokes, that's not Armenian, right? I'm not Muslim. My people are Christian, right? All these jokes, like, I have nothing to do with flying rugs. You can't rub my belly for luck. That's not my culture. All these jokes you guys are making, they're actually really offensive and racist to other cultures, right? Not racist. I'll say prejudice, right? But it's not me. You're not. It's not me. You're not making fun of me. You're not doing nothing that has to do with me. It would be. You guys might sound smarter if you just Googled Armenia before you all make a fool out of yourselves. Oh, real quick. Let me address something real quick. Straight Talk said, "Why is Asator out here defending black women when women in his country don't even have rights?" Straight Talk, bro. Armenia's in Europe. We're not Muslim, bro. My people have rights. The women in my country have all the rights that men have, the same rights that the women have in America. That's what I mean. Before you guys make a fool out of yourself, all you gotta do is Google Armenia, bro. We don't have face coverings. We don't do none of this. We're not Muslim, bro. All right. Sorry. I had to clear that up.
No, that's good. You can speak up for your people. But what y'all need to understand, white is a legal status. It's not a nationality. And anyone from Africa, Kenya, anywhere, when they come to the United States and get citizenship, they call them white too. It's a legal status. It has nothing to do. Thank you, Lala. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It's your pedigree and your bloodline.
Somebody saying in the chat that the Kardashians are white and they consider themselves white. When I hear white, I think privileged, right?
It's a legal status.
Understand. I came here with when I was 7, and I did not speak the language at all. Just a foreigner. I'm just a foreigner. I was never treated. I got no white privilege. I was told to go back to my own country every other day. So I didn't get that. So I personally, there might be some Armenians who consider themselves white. Me personally, I don't. I'm not white. I don't consider myself white. And so I'll just speak for myself.
Yeah, but it's pedigree and bloodline, and it's nationality. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. And black is a legal status. It's not human. And the diaspora is a figment of their imagination. That's a part of the silent weapon system. Those are the things that I try to wake our people up to. It's far bigger than what we know. Far bigger than what most of us know. Far bigger. Creeds, when you trace them back to history, and what you have to do with history, any subject that you speak on, any topic, you have to take it back to its origin so that you can have a timeline and then walk it back up to today. That's why when you read the Sun book, they call it the Holy Bible, you have to go like in the beginning. You have to trace things back to its beginning in order to walk it up to where it is today. And it really is what it is. I feel you, Queen's Truth. I didn't make the truth. It is what it is. And one thing about the truth, it has no versions. You can call it what you like. But I do understand. A lot of things that they have us caught up in, it's just because we've been taught that. But when you start researching for yourself, that's how I really start learning the little stuff that I know. And I don't know a lot, so I don't pretend to. And I don't want to match wits with nobody's, knowledge. My saying is just like Dr. John Henry Clark. And what he says is, I only debate my equals, all others I teach. And I can only teach you the little knowledge that I have. I don't have no whole lot. And I'm sure not into, metaphysics, because that's real deep, but it's real, and I don't know it. But the little that I do know, I know because I really started, learning. And believe it or not, Queen, I started learning. I used to look at a lot of different, scholars. I really like Dr. Barry Shango and Dr. Francis Chris Wilson. But the one who really, to me, told me the truth that I can live with is Taj Tariq Bey, because he was the one who explained to us about the social engineering and the, social constructs and the nom de guerres and the bullets that were made, the Punic Wars and things of that nature. So when you go back to see how it all started, and it's basically everything they call black and white is boils down to Christian against Muslim. That's what it's basically all about, Then you find out that the people that teach us this stuff are Gnostics. They don't even believe the stuff that they teach us. And you start reading and seeing how the, doctrine of discovery, unum sanctum, the Crusades, the Spanish Inquisition, when you start learning that they're all the same thing, they just in different time periods, and they just change the name, but the rules and stuff are the same, just like the penal code and all of the articles of, you know, all of our laws are basically the Christian black codes. When you start learning that kind of stuff, then you just can open your mind up to something different. Because I used to be just so one-sided, one way, Jesus Christ, Lord, Savior, that's it and nothing else. But when you realize that we've been believing that for as long as we've been believing it and nothing has changed for us as a people, it's got to be something a little bit different than what we're being told. And we got to do something a little different. And that's what my show is about. It's not about, you know, roasting and stuff, even though I have the ability to do all of that. That's not what I got on here. I just wanted to share and help uplift our people. And, you know, you take what you can use and throw that other way that you can't use. That's what it's all about. Ain't trying to, you know, make nobody be nothing they don't want to be. I just kind of want to give you some tools like I got, some keys, and then you can start researching for yourself. And it just took me on a journey that I've really loved. You're welcome, Queen. I appreciate you too. And I appreciate everybody and their honesty and their opinion. I never agree to disagree with people. We either disagree or we don't. If we disagree, we can just move forward because we're not going to come to a consensus. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. A lot of people want to agree to disagree, but my daddy taught me disagreeing is arguing. So I don't agree to argue with nobody. Although I may be arguing with somebody, I'm not agreeing to do that. But I just want to thank y'all for being here for whatever reason you guys came. I appreciate y'all. And I'm sorry I didn't call out people's name, but my mods did their best. I hope to make you all feel welcome. And I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate that very much. But I just came so that I can address these issues. And I wanted Armando, and I wanted Ass, and I wanted Ryan. I wanted Peep Game, but I see that he's not about this. But I love Peep Game. So, you know, I have no problem with that. I'm not asking anybody to do something that they're not comfortable with doing. I would never do that. But I just like, again, his input, like I liked Miss Coco's input, the way, you know, she break things down and stuff. I don't want to put, thank you so much, Kenny. And I think that one thing, Kenny, I have to go with the actions of the individual, not with the conversation. I have to go by the actions, and they are the only two people that stood for me. And so for me, I'm eternally grateful.
Okay.
Armando, you don't have to say nothing back.
I'm not.
You can wait till Tuesday.
Lord Jesus.
Can I clarify? Can I clarify something in the chat? There seems to be a confusion.
Yes.
So I did not say Muslim women have no rights. I was saying what Straight Talk told me. They think I'm Muslim. They said, go tell your woman, go fight for your woman's rights. What I'm trying to say is, in Armenia, the Armenian women are just like the American women. And if I came off saying that Muslim women don't have rights, I apologize. That's not what I was saying. That I know Muslim women have rights. And I'm just saying that's what Straight Talk was telling me. So I hope that clarifies that. And if anyone's offended by that, I apologize. I do not mean to offend anyone of any religion.
No, you never do. But I think they understand it now that you know, clarified it. And so on that note, would you kind of just break down the timeline from the beginning up until now, like you do so eloquently when you're talking with me?
No. You mean
you started already about the money. We know I didn't ask for any money back. He said, prove it. I proved it. He moved the barometer. He pushed the goal and pushed the goal.
He made 3 videos about you. This is where I left off. And what he did was he sent people at you, forcing you to show them cash apps, right? Because he was for sure, because he went back and counted it all. But what he didn't take account was your super chats and your PayPal. What was the other? PayPal. That's what he didn't take into account. The whole play was for exactly what's going on now. It's for them to muddy the water. It's for them to call you messy. And from the outside, people looking in, you look like you're just going back and forth. You're just like everybody else. It's a confusion tactic. From the outside looking in, you don't know, especially when you miss a day or two, because you know how so much goes on YouTube. You miss a day or two, you come back, you don't know what's going on. There's like a new narrative written every day. So this is what these guys do. So he's like a talking point. You know, anyone that watches politics, you see one person on one channel say the same thing, and then you flip to another channel. The Republicans are saying one thing, the Democrats are all saying one thing. It's almost like it's a rehearsed thing. Skinny does it that night, right? And then that morning, starting from the morning, they all start doing shows from Hitchbox on, because he's the one that gets up in the morning. I don't want to single him out. He's the one that's up the earliest. It's almost like it's a rehearsed 5, 7, 8, 10 lines that they all have, and they just do that and do that and do that. And now you are where you are.
Yes.
He dipped his toe in when he first mentioned your brother and the molestation, right?
And
every other time after that, he's gone raunchier and raunchier. Now he's getting into details. When is it going to stop? That's my question. When is enough going to be enough? Like, when do you stop going back and forth with a 64-year-old woman? When did you already make your point? Skinny, you're a big bad guy, right? Like big bad YouTuber, not bad guy. Honestly, do not twist my words around. You're a big bad YouTuber. For 50,000. Why are you after this lady? What do you have to gain by this? What do you have to gain by this?
Did I thank you, Queen? Thank you. Keep talking, Ass. I'm just thinking. I got a couple of super chats.
He got hit. Them balloon payments coming up for that Hellcat. Need content. I've been saying this all night. I've been telling y'all this all night.
I hate to admit it.
Hey, Simset, love you.
If it's not content, then it's personal. I rather believe that it's for content.
I think it's for content.
They're that desperate. Kwame's not going back and forth. For God's sake, they're making videos of me. Look, I'm on here, and I know some people know me, but I'm not that known for a person with 50,000 subscribers to be talking about me, to be dedicating 30-minute videos on me. It doesn't make sense. He has nothing to gain. What does he have to gain?
No, it doesn't.
What does he have to gain by me? What? I don't have no subs. I'm gonna go sub up to him. Let's say I leave YouTube, then what? What did he gain? That's it. So he's dedicating all these time on me.
I told y'all,
you guys call me a troll, right? My name is Ash. You call me a troll.
It ain't
you guys
personal.
Let a troll
it's
do this.
About clicks and views.
So you guys are telling me I'm bringing clicks and views, bro? I refuse to believe that, man.
Armando, you're right. Because that's one of the things my brother shared with me is that this game is about money.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was messing up the game because I wasn't doing the things they were doing and into that. And so I was kind of like in the way. And then when Ass broke it down to me about the numbers, because I didn't know anything about the numbers, like I said, I just get on here and do what I do. But it made more sense when you look at, I only have 1,300 subscribers. And I want to thank all of my new subscribers because Skinny did tell his people to unsubscribe, and a lot of them did. But y'all got me at the 1390 point. So I want to thank everybody that has subscribed thus far. I want to thank you. So I believe you, Armando, when you say it's about the clicks and views, the likes, and the cash apps and the money. That's what it's all about. And again,
that's a random troll.
To say I'm pocket watching again.
Kenya Richard, that's a random
it's
troll.
Amazing. Okay. I didn't even know what trolling was. That's how little I knew about social media.
These dudes don't understand. I know what we know what your typing looks like, and that is randoms typing. That Kenyon Richard dude. But
I
before you
thank
go
you
out
for
the air too,
stopping by and adding to the.
yeah, I just want to apologize for blowing up earlier. And I apologize. I let my temper get the best of me. I want to
It's
apologize
okay.
to you, and I want to apologize to the chat. That won't happen again. I promise that won't happen again.
You're forgiven, but you did it for the right reason, Armando. You're defending my honor no matter what anybody else think. It's what I think that matters. And I asked you to stop, and you did. And you and Tough Love will get a talk, and do whatever you guys do. So I just appreciate you for standing for me when nobody else would. And Asator, you standing for me even though you don't have a channel, and you come make your voice known. And like I told you, I would love for you to come up and just talk about you and all of the guys that you've helped, and a little bit about what you do. I would just love for that to happen. Like I said, right now I don't feel comfortable bringing up people that I was bringing up for interviews, because I don't want them to be put in a position where they're just coming to interview and then you see all of your personal information on YouTube, and then the personal information that you see on YouTube is a lie. And like I stated, they said my son has this business that he does not have. So if you go out and find my son, because they went to my Facebook page and got information off of there. But if my son had his identity stolen, according to the Internal Revenue Service, and the letter is strictly from the Internal Revenue Service, and since they put my address up there, it doesn't matter. But that's from the Internal Revenue Service. And you can look on the side here and see that it's an official letter. That's the letter number that the Internal Revenue Service sends out. And what it says is, important message about your tax account. Possible employment-related identity theft notice. And he received this notice October 3rd, 2022. And what this notice says is, we believe another person may have used your Social Security number to obtain employment. There's currently no known employment. No, there's currently no known impact to your tax account because of this potential misuse of your Social Security number. You should take appropriate steps to protect yourself from any potential effects of identity theft. We can't give you specific details about the identity of the individual who may have used your Social Security number for employment purposes. We placed a marker on your tax account to identify that you may have been a victim of identity theft. Therefore, a Form 14039 identity theft affidavit isn't necessary. And then it goes on to say it in Spanish. And this is what I just stumbled over in words. This is what it says. And you all can go and look up that form if you don't believe that's a real form that came from the IRS. And then it tells you what you need to do. Continue to file all federal tax returns on time. You should review your earnings with the Social Security Administration to ensure their records are correct. You can create an account online with www.socialsecurity. It's ssa.gov. We strongly suggest you monitor your credit reports and all financial accounts for signs of misuse of your personal information. As a precaution, you can contact one of these major credit bureaus and they give you the information. And that's what they say, that what he can do as an individual that's had their identity stolen. Someone used his social security number. So this guy's talking about, my son has a business, talking about hit him up. He can help you make $1,000 a day. That's not my son. He doesn't do that. He works too hard and he doesn't have time to monitor anything to do that. So I think I'm going to get ready to bring this to a close. Armando, I accept your apology and everything is okay. As you know how I feel, I just can't thank you enough for fighting for me and telling the story sometimes better than I can tell it. The way you break it down and keep it to the point. I'm very verbose. You're straight to the point, and that makes a big difference because some people just want to hear the point, and I'm a storyteller, so I drag it out a little bit. I appreciate your kindness and your love towards me and all of the support that you've given to me. I want to thank everybody that's looking and that's in the chat, that's in the bushes, that's in the clouds, that's in heaven or hell, wherever you may find yourself. And if you are part of this story, I want to thank you for being there for me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to do what I was put here to do. It's my purpose in life is to help my people, and that's what I choose to do. I just wanted to share my story and who we were before we were slaves, hopefully to inspire somebody to want to research for themselves and move forward with the knowledge that they obtained. I can't say I'm not going to talk about this anymore because I would be lying. I'm going to do my best not to have to talk about this because I really like what I talk about. But if ever I need to refute something or to set the record straight, I would do it. They make videos and tapes about me every day. I don't get on here and respond to anybody. I only get on here when I need to set the record straight for myself. And I'm taking every precaution that I can take. So are my family members. And hopefully this too will pass sooner than later. But we know that everything takes time. And so I'm willing to work in the confines of time. I have some beautiful people that are reaching out to help me. And I thank you, Anthony, for coming up and being willing to help me. And I will accept all the help that I can get. I appreciate that. Sky, I love you and thank you for being here earlier. I appreciate you. And I'm doing this for us, Sister T, Queen Regina, all of us who have been just totally annihilated and disrespected here on this YouTube for no reason. Again, it would be different if it came from people that, we didn't know, just people random out of the blue. We probably could. I know that name random is tickling. I think it would be funny if, thank you so much, K9ATL, love you back. I really, really, really could almost, take this if it was coming from strangers, but these are people, although we are strangers, that we had camaraderie. We all came together under the Bus Life umbrella. We broke up and then we went with Skinny, and I thought we had camaraderie. I thought these people liked me. They said they did. I liked them. We all just spoke to each other. Some of them I, exchanged numbers and got to know them personally, I thought, but perhaps not. I got to know whatever it was that they wanted me to know, and I didn't know that so many people had such disdain for me, but they do, and that's okay. I have no problem with that. What you think of me is none of my business. And as a lot of people suggest, discernment, and I was blessed with the gift of discernment. I think my biggest downfall is I allow people to be who they say they are until they show me different, and sometimes that's costly. But one thing that my mama taught me is that whatever they say about you be a lie. And one thing that the laws of the land and the law of maritime and admiralty taught me is you don't refute an issue that is being hurled against you. then by the very virtue of you not refuting it, you acquiesce to it being true. Whether it's true or not, it becomes true because you refuse to acknowledge it and stake your claim. And so for that, I have to acknowledge things that are hurled against me, and especially being called a child predator. That's totally unacceptable. And that, by the way, is the only time that I showed the monies. I was not going to show them at all. But once this person defamed me and slandered me, then all bets were off, and I decided to go ahead and show them. So all of them that is working with the Skinny Gang, I wish them well. I hold no animosity toward anybody, but I'm going to do what I need to do. Matter of fact, it's been done. So I want to thank you, Armando. Armando, you want to tell them anything about your channel and everything? Please do.
Oh, I'm good, baby. This all about you. This ain't about me. This all about you, baby.
Well, Esator, we know that you don't have a channel, but we know that you're here for me, and I appreciate that. If you want to say something parting, then you can.
I just wanted to also thank you for having me on, and I'm just making a plea to please leave Toothless alone. Please. That's it.
Thank you so very much. And on that note, you guys know what's about to happen. Let me put this up here. And since we're at the end, I'm going to play, and Random said to his panel the other day, whenever I play this, remember why I got it. And Armando, they're saying the reason I got it is, remember when you said I stole your, I used to love your little dollar thing.
Yeah.
And I told you I stole it, and you said, well, yeah, I could, but you know, when we were mad at each other, you said I stole it.
Yeah.
So Matt K made this for me. And so they wanted me to be reminded every time I play it that this was made for me, and he did a beautiful job.
That's some firework. I
love it.
That's the bad.
I don't know what kind of thing.
You got it on repeat.
Yeah, I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it. But it keeps cutting off. I'm trying to. Yeah, I love it, and it's beautiful, and I will never, not love it. And Matt K either. It's, it just happened the way it happened, but I greatly appreciate what he did for me, because it was absolutely beautiful, and he did that with me in mind, so you wouldn't have to say nothing about me stealing your stuff. But we are behind all of that craziness, and I'm glad that the truth came out. Of course, they'll never acknowledge the truth, but we know what has been going on in the past, and so we're going to put bygones away and just try to be the best us we can be. That's all we can do. But on that note, we've been on here almost 4 hours. I did not anticipate being here 4 hours, but
3 more minutes. 3 more minutes, you will hit the 4-hour mark.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to say some shit. Y'all can say something. Y'all want to give me the 3 hours.
Okay, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
When you said they won't admit the truth, I promise you, the truth has a funny way of coming out.
Mm-hmm.
When all of this blows over and everybody goes their own way or whatever, when this kind of dies down, because I think once those papers are being served to certain people, I think that's going to cool them off. And then they're going to have to find new targets. And I think that after the bickering, that's when the bickering is going to start within. And that's when the truth is going to start coming out. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see.
I believe that, Armando, because I think all of this is happening because I was discovering some things that I didn't know that I was discovering. And so maybe somebody thought I knew something I didn't. And then he said that he knew I was a scammer, but he called me and asked me to be his manager. And I told him no, because I don't know anything about managing. And he said my son was a scammer because the first thing he asked him was, did he have some money or how much money he had? Well, that is a question that you would want to know eventually, but that's not what my son asked him. He asked him what was he trying to do and where was he trying to go, and told him he had to clean up his image. You know, he had to quit calling women bitches and hoes and stuff. And, you know, we were willing to sit down and talk to him. We were even willing to fly to where he was. But he said, no, he would fly to where we were. And he would get back with us, and we never heard from him again. And he started announcing it on his show that he was looking for a manager. So, but he told his crowd that that's when he first started distrusting me. And then he said he never liked me. And so that was disheartening to hear. But, you know, people say anything. And I would have to go by his actions. He didn't. And so I have to believe and know that that's true. So I don't have any hatred for anybody, nor do I have any vindictive bones in my body, but I do stand my ground and I stand alone. That's one of the reasons why I picked the tiger, because, you know, the lioness, she runs with the pride and she has her sisters and her daughters, but the lioness, the tigress, once she gives birth to her babies, she keeps them for 3 years. And after 3 years, she's gone. They're on their own. The mother, as I am a human, my son is with me until he dies. He doesn't live with me, but he's always welcome to come back home. We have a home to come back to. While he's talking about my home is raggedy and whatever, I live in the heart of the ghetto. My house is worth $242,000. I don't know what his is worth. And I'm not buying doing anything. So I want to say thank you, buddy. And understand no explanation is necessary. For those who don't, no explanation will suffice. We've met the 4-hour mark, and I'm going to do what the tiger always do. I'm getting ready to leave the tiger's den. Goodbye.
This video was made for education and entertainment purposes only. There's no malice or ill intent from the content creator. So please like, share, and subscribe, and have a great evening.